E at 8:55.
Thank the Lord.
This is the name we want to go with here?
Area.
The Men in the Tub presents the incredibly intimate offline live Tubcast Comic-Con panel. In-person local live show.
Yes, that's it.
I love that name.
Yeah. Yes, kid, submit that, please. Submit that in our application, Kyle.
Yes,
Please.
Are
I
you
feel like
teacher,
we came
professor,
up with
or
that together,
etiquette?
right?
Kinda, yeah. I was kind of riffing off of what you had posted, and I just made a longer, more obnoxious version.
Mine was pretty obnoxious to begin with, but it's definitely more.
All right.
Always Eric going over the line.
Yeah, that's me.
You
Whether it's cocaine or...
should have painted your face.
Yeah, you should.
I-
He's a gentleman.
Red and black.
He's a dark
No,
Jedi.
he would be better red and black.
Are you saying I'm better black than white?
We're not doing
It
black
don't
face.
matter if you're black
I
or
feel like there's not a good answer.
We were riding down the escalator, and I was feeling frisky because it's my wife. I was like kind of pokier. And I don't remember what I said. There's people walking around, but I think that I might have embarrassed her because...
I love that you're on film
Are
with
we
that.
muted?
No.
No. Shut that off.
Which
Hey,
one
you
is
can hear us.
Which one is it?
They've been hearing us
Which-
the whole time.
Is it this one?
Man in a Tub presents the Tubcast. Featuring Eric.
Oh, you see that guy? He's all like,
Kyle.
is he transgender?
Jeremy.
We're gonna make America great again.
Trevor.
I mean, why did he just go to the bus?
And special guest Nathan.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get to see Big Bird's chicken breast?
Welcome to the one, the only show you want or need. The life force. The thing that brings you
Joy,
joy,
peace, happiness, desire.
Prosperity.
Prosperity.
Prosterity.
We're discussing big booty women.
Whoa.
No,
No.
we're not.
No, we are not.
Fly Tactics here and says, "What's up, non-normal people?" Thank you.
Prestidigitation.
Welcome to the Tubcast. My name is Eric, and as always, I'm joined by Kyle.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, Jeremy! I'm over here, guys! I'm here,
High
guys!
five,
How's it going? High five!
Yeah,
right
Whoa.
here for you.
Hey, what's
Okay.
up, Toon?
And
Sorry.
then
Toon,
welcome. I
we
was
do in
excited.
fact remember you.
yes, we do.
Yes,
And then
we do.
also the Sith Lord
Yeah.
Transvorfe, I think is correct. Is that how I pronounce your
Sir Lover of Grannies.
Transvorfra.
Transvorfra?
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay, welcome Transvorfra.
Do it.
It just doesn't work with trans at the beginning.
And then he's in the process of becoming a Vorfa.
Stuff. Yeah.
Crazy says, "Why is BD dressed as Lady Gaga?" And then
Hey.
Nathan's here. Nathan, say hi to the people.
Hi to the people.
Hi to the people.
All of them.
All people.
Teddy says Jeremy Gone Wild. You got real excited there at the intro. I'm a little confused.
He was just making up for
You're-
last week when I was mad and grumpy at him.
Oh,
and I
jeez,
threw
he's
your
taking off his clothes again.
I threw
You
your
told me to go wild.
I threw your peeps on the floor.
You did throw my peeps on the floor.
I did not want to trigger Eric,
Yeah, so he was just being.
so I just said I'd participate this
Thank you,
time.
thanks, Jeremy.
Jeremy, just a quick fact check. Nobody
Yeah.
told you to go wild. They simply described you as Jeremy Gone Wild.
Well,
Yes.
then I was,
You were just.
And we do not have a T-shirt to give you for Flash.
You were
or
just.
anything.
not yet.
No.
What is that
Put
word?
one of those on the store, guys. Everyone knows where to go to get that, right? Our website.
Wait, what do we need on the store?
Jeremy Gone Wild. I think we need a Jeremy Gone Wild.
We
shirt.
don't need that.
Yeah,
No, but
actually, we
nope.
do. Just a picture of Jeremy and like where he's like acting like he's gonna take his shirt off, and then it would just say Jeremy Gone Wild. I'm sure there's a picture somewhere.
Mutiny, I just want you to know I'm not just being the bigger man. I've always been. So
Yeah.
there's that.
So, it's interesting.
Wait,
how-
did I just become not the bigger man there?
No,
I apologize.
you're still the.
Your head's certainly bigger than everyone else's.
Oh.
And my beard.
Boom.
You're still a bigger. You're still the bigger man.
Yeah, you've got a pretty big beard right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to catch back up.
You're letting
I'm
it come
not.
back.
I need to do some shaping.
I did
But-
do a little accidental shaping.
A little
that I had to fix,
contouring.
but
What'd you do? How'd you do it?
sometimes you get the ones under your lip that stick out,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to kind of get them trained or trimmed, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I got just a little short, and then I had to fix it. So I'm actually like, half an inch shorter than I was a week
That's
ago.
okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
Fresh
not,
growth.
It's not entirely the size of the
Helping
beard that
the
matters.
split ends,
Yeah.
It's how you use it.
Yeah, it's how you use it, and you use it well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I use my
Who's this?
beard.
Who's this Crafforzalathrigas in the chat? This
Yeah,
sounds
we
like a
don't
new
know,
person.
Yeah, welcome to the
Welcome
chat.
to the chat.
Wait, is this another Crazy Legs ripoff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's Kraforzahe.
Will the real Crazy Legs please stand up?
Using your crazy legs.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for joining us tonight, Crazy Legs. Thank you for joining us, Toon and Teddy, and Zufo.
We've got a very important question in the chat here.
Okay.
Toon says, I really need help with this. This is really important. What are the most efficient ways to study for a really important quiz that will pretty much make or break my grade? I can't drink, by the way. I've heard that in other talk shows.
there's
No,
little-
the best
there's
way.
pills,
Drinking alcohol is gonna help you.
I don't know. Maybe osmosis.
Maybe they meant 5-hour energy or something.
What are those?
Yeah,
what are those
alcohol is not
anxiety
gonna
meds
help
that
you.
I'm pretty
people
sure-
take nowadays. Oh wait, I should not be condoning that.
I don't know. I think that the best way to efficiently study is by hanging out and listening to Men in a Tub. That's definitely
Yeah.
the most
We'll help
efficient
you.
way.
The opinion of Kyle is not necessarily the opinion of the entire tub.
That is correct.
I'll say, write it down. The act of transcribing it in your own hand and stuff.
Every
is really-
single mode of communication. So seeing it, reading it, saying it, writing it. Those are
So,
all
yeah.
important memory techniques.
Toon
If-
did
pretend-
say it is a history quiz, by the way.
Oh.
Is this like from a specific time period? Can you
Yeah.
find a movie on it?
We could help
That might help.
Yeah,
Crazy Legs down. Down boy.
Here's
What's
my
Crazy
tip.
saying?
He said Richard M. Nixon invented the missionary position.
Oh gosh.
Also, if a single quiz is going to make or break your grade, then your grade's already kind of hosed.
Well, not necessarily.
Well,
Sometimes
not
it
if you
may-
can make it up.
If it's weighted that way.
Yeah, if it's weighted that way.
But I'll say pretend you're going to make yourself a cheat sheet.
I'm gonna put it this
Write
way:
it down.
if it's not in college, it doesn't matter. If it is in college and it's gen ed and it's not going to keep you from graduating, it doesn't matter.
Actually, wear a mini skirt and write all the answers on your thigh.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
that works.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Every
good.
ti- that
Okay,
worked
we got
for
we got a
me.
couple
Oh,
other
it
options
works for
in here
you.
too.
Yeah.
Nathan has a good one.
The tune says that the time period is Watergate to now. So
Okay.
important thing to remember. Forrest Gump was involved in every major event.
Yes, that is true. Mutiny Teddy said,
Reagan.
"Remember the name, or remember your name and the date, and you'll be gold."
Reagan,
Zufo
Bush,
said,
Bush, Clinton,
"Yeah."
Bush. No, sorry. I got
Zufo
that
said the
backwards.
only drinking you should be doing is Ovaltine. And Medeli, is that how you said Medeli?
Hey,
Yeah, they've been
Medeli,
here
welcome
times.
back.
Medeli?
Yeah,
Said
welcome back.
chewing gum while studying and chewing the same gum while taking the test is supposed to help jog your memory.
No,
makes
weird.
sense.
I didn't ever. That's
Like the
interesting.
same
Well, if-
piece of gum?
It's just the same flavor because
It's recognition.
because it would be forming
associative
neural
recognition.
pathways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy also says,
God of Atheist! Why is this not showing up on the stupid screen?
We appreciate you.
May the 4th be with you, God of Atheist.
Thank you.
Thank you for the $10.10. You are always our hero, and we love it when you show up and surprise us.
Yeah.
Especially when you bring cash.
That is nice.
You're just paying for our time. Anything else that happens is
"We're not worthy."
No, but honestly, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. That's all.
Completely recreational.
That is fantastic. It is
Wait,
May
what-
the 4th, and I guess that's why Trevor is.
Yeah, I guess this
Dressed
is why
up.
I'm. Maybe, or maybe I'm just weird.
Yeah, well,
you
both.
see, the Force is an energy field that surrounds us, penetrates us, and binds the galaxy together.
Jeremy, you got him? You got him. Good job.
Also,
quick, I'm gonna just-
Medeli says just say med.
Med.
Oh, Med.
Okay, cool,
I'm
we
going to
got it.
call you Club
Perfect.
Med.
Because we realized that Zufu is incorrect. It's Zufo last night.
Yeah.
And Jolliver is
is
actually
Joe Liver.
Joe Liver.
How's Joe Liver doing?
So
All right.
That's
So,
why I thought it was Cray
You got some yawns.
K4
Yawn,
the
they
3
say.
J's.
I'm gonna test the bit. No, I won't do that. We do get offer. We can't accept bits now because we're affiliate. We're not
that's
a
true.
partner.
We're
of
working our
Twitch,
way. We're working
but
our
we're
way up.
An affiliate. I'm gonna test the follow. Or well, I'll test that. Let's see if it works. Hey, it works again.
Hey.
And in the tub followed us.
Nice. God of Atheist
Good
said that
job.
they just got back from a conference in Vegas.
Ooh.
6 a.m. this morning, a little tired.
What kind of
so-
conference?
What was Nicolas Cage there?
Yes, we need to report at all times on Vegas. Anyone who goes to Vegas
Yeah.
needs to report if they saw Nicolas Cage.
Also,
ever
did
since
you,
the
did
incident.
you wear them in a tub shirt?
The
Because
incident.
it's okay if you
The
make
incident.
it yourself and rip off the sleeves. That
All
is
those
okay.
things are
Yeah.
acceptable. So I was thinking, Jeremy, when you started out the show with your
Yeah, super energy.
energy,
Yeah.
and you said
Energy.
guys a bunch. Hey guys,
Oh,
hey guys. I was thinking about how like every YouTube video I watch that's a vlog or something, everybody does that. That's like
Hey guys!
that's like YouTube language to say guys to everybody, you know? And
Whoa! Did you see the Shopkins I just got?
Guys.
Oh wow! No.
and I was just
Do
thinking,
you often watch Shopkin collecting videos?
Yeah, Jeremy does. He likes the blind bag reveals when they.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
It's like, I got a Mario. No, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, that's really weird. And then I saw this. There's this really creepy YouTube channel called Poppy, and
Poppy?
and she does these things
Oh,
where she like.
I was thinking like an old man.
No.
I was
Who was
thinking like
who was a poppy, you know?
I was thinking like drugs.
But I think that it's like this guy and her that are behind this, and I think they think they're really like artsy and whatever, and they're like trying to be social commentary or something. But it did make me think of the guys thing a lot. Because watch this just for a little bit and just see how kind of creepy it is.
Hey, YouTube.
Whoa, what's happening?
Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, YouTube.
I'm entranced. What's happening?
I don't know.
I'm disturbed.
Say
something else.
Strike her down.
Hey, guys.
Wait, no. Oh, if you strike her down, she'll become more powerful
What's
than
up,
you ever
guys?
imagined.
Oh wait, she's saying something else.
What's up, YouTube?
Does her lipstick match her shirt
Yeah.
trim?
What's up, guys?
I mean, I'd prefer she looked at us instead of up and to
Hey,
the
YouTube.
left.
She's looking at where her camera is on her computer, you know.
This is so weird.
Hey, guys.
This music too. I feel like I'm emotional.
Hey, YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
Oh, the effects ruined it for me.
So,
What's up, guys?
That was a bad artistic
but
decision.
anyways, I just think it's interesting. It's weird, and I don't know. But yeah, I think that's what they're trying to say is how everybody refers to their audience that way. So I was thinking we should come up with like a better way of doing that. So where if ever we do refer to a general audience, we'd never say the word guys. Okay, like we can't do that.
What's
Like,
up, Tub?
See, yeah, that just feels weird too, though. I mean,
What's up, buttheads?
Tubers.
Hey, Tub mates.
Hey, tubers.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Hey, tubers.
I don't know what it would be.
Hi, pruny people.
pruny people.
They've been soaking in the tub for a while.
Hi, intranites.
Ladies, Joe Liver says. Joe Liver says what? Yeah,
Hi,
yeah,
TJ
hi.
Saucy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Crinkle
Maybe.
fries.
maybe-
That sounds good, Mutiny.
What?
Not her hair, the crinkle fries.
Oh, what did it say? Oh, she ran her
Yeah.
hair through a crinkle fries machine. Yeah.
Yeah. Crinkle
All the
fries
single
sound good.
ladies. That's
Is there a
good-
YouTube video of someone eating crinkle fries? That would be.
I mean, I'm
cool.
sure there is.
Woo! Yeah, exactly. The
Anyone
cooking
else being
crinkle
distracted by BD's giant Sith foot? No, because I don't really see it from over here.
Aren't you used to being distracted by me?
Yeah, that's true.
Joe Liver suggests 2.
Nope.
Nope.
What, tub itches?
Wait,
Itches?
your
What?
It's like a play on words.
like
Yeah.
if you got to give your tub a back scratch.
Yeah, you gotta itch
your
you gotta itch your tub.
itches.
Yeah, when your tub is
your
itchy.
tub itches.
Yes, okay. Your tub is itchy.
Yeah.
And
What
then-
is wrong with this?
Okay.
Appropriately
I think I-
paused,
I think
Yeah,
I
I
obviously.
think I get where he's going
Yeah,
with this.
yeah. Tub.
Tubs usually get really itchy.
That's
Yeah,
why a lot
well,
of
if
a lot
you
of
don't
times
you know,
you gotta scratch them, or else they're not gonna clean you properly.
that's why you find those like brushes with the long handles.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah, yeah.
scratch your tub.
Well,
when
you
it's
scratch your
itchy.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you leave the water in too long and then you drain it, you get that ring around and that gets all scaly and.
Joe Liver suggests they could be tub rings.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll think about it. I don't know. I'm not really sold on anything, but I just feel like we gotta set ourselves apart. You know, we can't
I don't
say
know.
guys.
Yeah.
You know, we just
Yeah.
that can't be our thing. We gotta have our own
Bubbles.
folks.
Hi, Bubbles.
No, just folk.
Sup tub Ginas.
Yeah, thanks for pronouncing it that way, Nathan.
Oh, I get it.
Oh.
Oh boy.
You guys are
girl.
classy.
My cousin's name is Gina, so that's legitimately what I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe we just bathwater temperature check,
How is that an audience address?
because we're addressing them to ask if the temperature's
Yeah,
fine.
but I think it's got to be more generic because it could be in like a Viaria or video.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, you could be like saying,
Um,
"Hey guys," but you want to say like
I guess we could say something like Sup Tub Nation, but I feel like a lot of people do variants of that.
Zufo says, "Sup cisgenders."
I feel like God of Atheists is crossing some lines
Hello,
here, just like his name.
Hello, non-denominational life forms.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. H20s. H2Os.
H2Os.
But
Yes.
see, it is
How
a
about
zero.
my
so
H2
there you
hose?
go.
Did you just call them all hoes?
Yeah.
No,
What's up, my H2 hose? That's my new
I mean,
way
I
to
guess
refer to
they're
them.
saying that they want to be called all these things.
Yeah,
that's what they're really.
That's
I mean,
what they want. Oh. I don't
do
know.
they know that?
So Joe Liver wants to be a Tub Gina.
Yes.
Wait, that was Teddy. Wasn't
that
it?
was Teddy?
Yeah.
I thought it was Teddy.
I'm sorry, they're all running together.
Well, that's because that's how the chat works.
Yeah, the chat just
Well, I
moved
mean,
up.
they technically don't run together; they run after
Yeah.
each other.
Sup,
yeah.
God, suck dog.
Yeah. So, anyways, there were trailers, some more trailers out this week for movies and Netflix series.
Yeah.
I saw the Defenders trailer.
I didn't see that other
I
one.
don't know anything. Hey, Dungeon.
Hey,
What's up,
Dungeon
Dungeon?
Paul.
Paul.
And I also saw.
the tale of Trevor the Wise.
I also saw the Dark Tower, which I didn't read the book, but
no.
man,
There's
that looks really.
Apparently several, but yeah.
You didn't like the looks of it.
I don't know what I thought of it.
Come on, it's got your boy in it.
I thought it looked pretty
My
cool.
boy.
Yeah. All right. all right.
Matthew. Yeah, he felt weird in that, like a weird choice.
I mean, I
as
know
the
he's
villain.
like one of your favorites in Hollywood.
He's dropped substantially in the past couple years, but yeah,
Really? What is it that dropped him?
Murph.
I think he peaked at True Detectives, and
Okay.
then like after that, his role, like I feel like he felt himself hit the pinnacle there. Like he knew he was in his best ever there, and he just hasn't. And maybe Dallas Buyers Club was really good too. That was a really good McConaughey, but I just feel like he hasn't. I don't know. Seeing him in this, and he's just like. Oh, I'm gonna. I don't know. Just the way he talks doesn't sound sinister
Is
to
it
me.
the character maybe?
And then, he's playing like some sort of villain, and he still kind of
okay.
has the McConaughey swagger in his voice, and I just wasn't buying it.
You're like, I'm supposed to like you.
We're being asked about the Dark Tower trailer.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're
right
talking
now.
about that right now.
That's
Well,
what
then, okay, they were late, and I was.
Come
late.
on, Teddy. Pay attention.
Paul apparently liked the Dark Tower trailer.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. Well,
He liked it a lot.
I thought it looked good too. So.
it gave him a '90s sitcom character.
Stabone. That was his last name. That's why they called him that,
Oh yeah,
because his last name was Stabone.
Stabone. Mm.
Yeah.
What was that? That was Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. Yeah. That was
Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, Kirk Cameron's best friend.
Yeah. Dungeon Paul would like
He
to
was
remind
fireproof.
everyone that Eric is wrong again. No, I think that trailer looks like trash, and it's gonna be a trash movie, Paul. So that's fine though. If you like trash, enjoy it.
Did that other movie come out with him in it? Was it Gold? That one where he was like
Oh,
a
yeah.
prospector or
I
something?
heard
Is
that
that
was
already
really
out, or is
Yeah,
that?
it's been.
It looked
out
like it would be
Sure.
really good.
I thought. Oh man.
What?
You can say that. You don't have to type
No,
in the
I
chat.
thought
mean, you
was,
can make
it
it
was
loud.
really, I felt
Anyways.
it's better just putting in the chat.
Who else saw the Dark Tower trailer?
I didn't.
Anybody?
I wanted. I thought about it and then I forgot.
You saw it, Trevor?
Yeah.
Did you see it, Nathan?
No.
Oh, okay. So what did you think of it?
Trevor?
Me?
Yeah, you're the one that saw it.
You're the only one that saw it.
I don't. Sorry. I don't know. I thought it looked interesting. I don't. There's not really much about it yet, so I mean, I can't really say if the story's. It looks like it will be fun to watch right now, at least. I don't know that it's going to be great, but it looks like it's got some cool action to it. I don't know.
Do you suppose it's all going to be explained away by aliens, like all of his?
I doubt it.
Stories.
The Dark Tower stuff has been really, really well received. It's kind of. It seems like so. Stephen King has like his main books, then he has like these outlier books, like I can't remember. I can
Green
never
Mile?
remember the one about the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
11
Something
1947.
the one with the one that they made into that.
Yeah,
Hulu series.
That
Hulu
was a really
series,
good. That was a really good book, and I've heard that this one's kind of the same. And like the dome or whatever under the dome was supposed to be pretty good too. Not that like any of his books are usually that horrible, but I think this one's supposed to be really good though.
Mutiny has a serious question for you, Trevor. How come you can never commit?
Commit? What?
it's like it's
I
kind of
can't.
good.
I can't say if it's good or bad because I haven't
don't
seen
know.
the movie.
It's whether you like the trailer, though.
I liked the trailer. I think it looks good. I can't really speak much to the.
We're asking about the trailer.
storytelling.
We know that we know that we can't say
in
anything.
that case, I will definitely go see the movie. Then I liked the
All-
trailer a lot.
All I know about the Dark Tower books is that that's where Stephen King formed the majority of his stories into a multiverse and crossed them over.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Interesting.
That's what I'm told. Back when I was really into fictional crossovers.
Thank you, Zufo. He was complimenting our new Twitch layout. I think it came out nice.
It's got all our stuff on it.
No, I mean I don't.
Not too cam hoary, right?
I like to kind of just go with my gut reaction when I see a trailer, and I could be 100% wrong, and I'm willing to accept that if I'm wrong. But that trailer, it just looked like trash to me.
It won't be a movie that you're going to see.
I'm not going to go see that in theaters.
Unless another trailer redeems it.
Maybe, but I don't know after that. I was just like, oh, all this just doesn't feel good. I don't know. And I love Matthew McConaughey. You're right. But
Hey, what's up, Pancake Batters?
Pancake, welcome.
Says, I read the books a long time ago. They are great. I know they also Marvel adapted them into comics too.
Yeah.
So like the story itself has absolutely been well received.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see if that actually ends up being.
It does have a lot of parts that I would normally like. I like cowboys and gunslingers. That's neat.
And
I do
like
alternate dimensions.
What's his name? Idris Elba. Idris Elba. Yeah.
What you like? Idris Elbow.
Yeah, I like Dehydrated Elbow.
Okay.
Hail Dehydrus.
Okay.
No, I mean I've just a lot of the different things that I've seen him in. He was
great
good.
in The Office.
So yeah, he was the replacement boss for Michael Scott for like 3 episodes or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I've been uninvited, I guess, from Dungeon Paul's Dark Tower party.
Oh man,
sorry, Paul.
Wait, does that mean the rest of us are invited? Woo!
Is it going to be a D&D special?
I mean, what kind of party is this that you're having, Paul? We want to know.
A pants.
Do I have to wear pants?
Is it a pants party?
All right, so we watched the Defenders trailer as well. Who saw that?
I saw it.
Yep.
Hey, Leog Fail.
Hey. Yeah, I saw it. Did you see it?
Yeah. I mean, I felt like I was like, well, is it gonna have a spoiler because I haven't finished Iron Fist?
Oh yeah,
yet.
yeah. But you took the gamble.
I took the gamble and watched it anyways.
Yeah.
I am, and by the way, I'm 4 episodes in Iron Fist, and I actually like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like
it's a little slow, but
I like the actor
okay.
that plays Danny. I think he redeems the whole thing. If not, every time that it gets a little bad, he kind of redeems it because I like him. He's charming to me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I've seen his hindquarters too often.
That is
in
true.
Game of Thrones.
That is true.
But still,
I don't see a problem with that.
You were blinded by his sweet cheeks.
This part's not very good, but I've seen his butt.
And I like
that
what I
makes it
see.
better.
Yeah.
Also, I think Zufu believes you're wrong again.
Zufo,
because believes that Iron Fist left a bad taste in his mouth.
Oh no!
See, and I don't.
I will admit the ending.
I haven't seen the ending.
Don't
so
spoil it.
I was
shut your hole.
so-so. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
I was
okay.
so-so about it.
It
So
wasn't-
am.
I'll see how it goes. I think that. Go ahead.
I think that the biggest problems with him is not the actor. I think that it's lines that are written for him, and the directing.
Yeah,
if anything.
writers and the directors.
No,
screwed it
I'm just saying, like, as far as like any of the weird moments with him, it feels like it's something that's forced that he. I mean, I don't know. You just don't see a guy that's been in the stuff that he's been in, and successful, and like suddenly like delivering stiff lines, and that's why I think that some of it.
See, I guess I haven't watched enough episodes, but I haven't picked up on
There's
that.
a couple of parts. It's not anything that's like all of the time or anything, but there were a couple of parts where you're like, I feel like they just didn't know how to make this line fit when they were directing, like what had actually been written. So it just felt like it was a little forced. But overall, I think it was fine. I liked it.
I liked it, and it was funny because I watched that one and then I went back and watched through Jessica Jones again, and I have to say I thoroughly underappreciated Jessica Jones the first time I watched it. But yeah, I definitely say Iron Fist was the worst of them, but it was still good though. I liked it.
Did I just officially get shut up? Or did that
No.
fail?
No.
That
It
didn't go
didn't.
through.
No, it didn't go through. Yeah,
They didn't redeem.
you got to go. Shut up, Eric. Redeem or shut
Yeah,
up, Trevor.
see, the
redeem.
rule-
Shut up,
the-
Jeremy.
when-
redeem.
He just checked what the commands were, and it didn't have the additional pieces. So-
And Zufo said having an Asian play as the Iron Fist would have seemed more racist to me because the kung fu Asian
Yeah.
trope.
Yeah.
Which and I think that like the character itself, there's supposed to be that weird like outsider feeling from him and the stature of what he is supposed to represent.
Oh.
For
just happened, Eric.
oh man,
I must have just said something to
Yeah,
make
I
God of
think- I
Atheist
think you
upset.
I think
did.
so.
I think you
That or
did.
he's just burning through his
Maybe-
Patreon
maybe-
tub bucks.
Maybe he really likes Dark Tower trailer.
Could
Hey Siri, set a timer for
be. Oh
3
no,
minutes.
it's happening.
Setting the
It
timer.
is.
For how long?
Something's happening.
3 minutes.
You know, I can always appreciate
Okay,
when
3
God of
minutes and
Atheist does
counting.
this. I'm not sure why, but I still appreciate it from the inner being of my core. It's probably the best use of tub bucks that we have.
It's the only use of tub bucks
No,
we
it's
have.
not. There's
No,
betting.
there's
There's
other
a whole
things we do,
win-lose.
I
you
guess.
know?
You can also
So, you know,
suggest other prizes.
God of Atheist, tell us what triggered you. What are you just trying to even out the show, provide a little side commentary, maybe try to figure out what Trevor's doing in his hoodie, or
It's a cloak.
bathrobe, or are you like a lawyer or a judge, maybe? I don't know. I haven't seen any of these movie trailers, mostly because I haven't seen any of these trailers. It's kind of depressing when you don't feel like you're going to get a chance to go see them in the theater. So, you know.
Jeremy, you
So-
realize The Defenders is coming to
And
Netflix.
There he goes.
3 minutes.
I guess I'll go ahead and say what I here. You can turn it on. Turn it on. You look like a nerd.
Oh, swinging around a lightsaber that's turned off makes you look like a nerd.
Yeah. Mutiny says Nate, tell us a story.
All right. In the middle of the earth, in the land of the Shire, lives a brave little hobbit whom we all admire. Now, hobbits are peace-loving folk, you know. They just like to eat and be left alone. But one day Bilbo was asked to go on a brave adventure to the caves below. Bilbo Baggins is only 3 feet tall. Bilbo
I'll talk-
Baggins, bravest little hobbit of them all.
I'll talk about the trailer a little more. I enjoyed the trailer for The Defenders. Made me excited just because it's like we've seen Jessica Jones and Luke Cage together, but it's
Yeah, they were together.
they were very together. But it was cool seeing Daredevil. I can't think of his name now. Matt Murdock come in, and I don't know. Maybe that was just a nerd moment, but I'm really excited for that to see them all working together, and it was cool to see that Stick might be coming back there too.
I didn't think there was a might be about that. He looked
Well,
like he was
or
definitely
Stick
back.
is definitely coming back too.
Did you know
yeah.
that Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a parody of Stick?
Really?
Yeah, that's why he has that
Interesting.
name.
I wouldn't figure those two would be that.
Well, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic was a parody of Frank Miller's stuff at the time, including
Interesting.
Daredevil.
Huh.
Oh, and in fact, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles origin was originally a parody of Daredevil's origin. Because the gunk hits him in the eyes, and then it falls down in the sewer where it lands, where it messes with them.
And messes up with the turtles.
And now you know.
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
And we are back.
Yeah.
We get to talk again. This first story tonight comes in from Kotaku.com. It says Nintendo shipped Switch consoles by airplane to meet demand ASAP.
That's true.
We
We don't have to worry about Nintendo not trying to take care of their customers. Those are all rumors. They don't matter. Hey, what's up, LA Gamer for Life? Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, sure. We'll address that in just a minute if you want to hang out for a minute.
Yeah,
Click the
we'll,
heart.
We'll get to that here in a second. So
Click the
typically they said Nintendo ships hardware around the globe by sea, but to meet the demands for the launch of Switch, they put the consoles on airplanes. A Nintendo spokesperson said, told the Wall Street Journal rather, that they carried some of the Switches by plane in March to serve their customers more promptly. Nintendo originally planned to ship 2 million Switch units at launch, but ended up getting 2.74 million into stores. And they said that the difference in the cost itself is generally about $45 per unit.
Yeah.
That is the difference to send it by
So
plane
they
rather
lost-
than
they
sea.
lost
so
some
they
money.
lost money doing it, but they got it into the hands of the people.
I think that this should finally, once and for all, maybe put to rest this this false demand thing that everybody accuses Nintendo of all the time.
No, I still think
disagree.
still think it was intentional for the classic, especially with the fact that they intended the short run that's now
I don't
over.
think-
No,
I don't
because
know.
there was
I think
there was a new.
There still was demand for it when they stopped production.
They did come out
Sorry.
and say that there was. Nintendo just said we do not have unlimited resources.
I'm sorry,
we do not have.
I don't believe that. Look at all the money Mario makes. He just goes around hitting blocks, gets coins
he just
everywhere.
gets coins. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I guess I was thinking Nintendo, the Nintendo Classic, the Switch. I can understand that. The Switch is actually like a
Yeah, they
high-tech
want
piece
that.
of
They want that
technology
to
that-
maintain longevity. But the classic, I think I think it was fun for them to have limited availability. I think it pushed the excitement of it being.
But
that's what
you've
that's
got to
what it was
look at
intended
it
to
from a
be.
business perspective. If you come into, let's say I'm Mr. Whoever who comes into and I say, hey, we've got an idea. Our team has an idea. Let's make this little miniature console. We can charge $60 for it. We'll put 30 games on it. Let's see, because Sega did it and Atari did it. I think if Nintendo did it, this would be a real home run for us. Let's see. So you look at then you got like the higher ups going, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was
I
unproven.
think that we don't know for sure. So let's look at the sales of those other things. They're not selling that great, but let's do a small run of it. Let's put this in the budget. Boom, we put them out. We send them out. We ship them out. So you figure they allot all these resources for that production to run that thing, and they ship them overseas. It goes crazy, way higher than they expected it to go. Maybe they were naive. I would agree they were probably naive, but I still think that coming back at them and just going, oh, there's false scarcity that they're creating. Like, I mean, if they could make money hand over fist, why wouldn't they do it?
But there was a point where they came out and said, no, we're shipping constantly, and and everyone who, all the vendors who are ordering them are getting their orders. And then even Amazon came out and said, not true, we're not getting what we're trying to order.
Are you talking about this NES Classic or the
Classic?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm saying it did happen.
Well, but that may
not
have,
the same for the Switch.
That may have been something that was different at the time too, that they had said, yeah, we're going to ship out the stuff that we'd sold, and it may have been something that Amazon said, oh, we want more, and they weren't able to get what they wanted in it.
I don't imagine they were sitting up there like harnessing Walt Disney's brain and go, oh, let's make this really elusive thing that people will be mad at us when they can't get a hold of. I mean, maybe they had the idea of. Go ahead, Trevor. I'm sorry, keep cutting you off.
Who's
got audio playing somewhere? Is that you, Nathan? Nathan. What are you doing, Nathan?
I kind of got bored and started watching Seagulls Stop It Now.
Okay, because we can hear your music over here. I'm just letting you know that.
Okay.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I do think partially maybe it was a misstep. Maybe they didn't understand, which is just baffling. Just because.
Why? But why is it baffling though? Because if they compared it to Sega's and
Atari's,
Atari's
differently because they have stated in the past that they try to never sell anything at a loss. Whereas Microsoft and Sony have been selling consoles at a loss for years.
Zufo hit it on the head, though. You can't blame them because of the Wii U lackluster reception. Like the fact that they messed up that by not giving it a different name than Wii U and confusing people to think that it was the same console. I think that's a huge part of the reason that they underestimated what that was going to do.
It was just the college edition, right?
Yeah, it was for universities. We had a couple other things in here. God of Atheists said, I heard they stopped shipping NES Classic because they wanted to bring those games to the Switch. It could be true.
I mean, that's a rumor, but why would they be coming out with the SNES Classic? Because then that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, I think they intended it all along to be a short run.
Yeah,
as a collector's item.
But that's the thing is, you go up, you buy the resources for the manufacturing. Yeah. It's not like you just magically keep pumping out the resources. Like they just magically have all of that. They pre-purchase that. That's in the budget for the for the year. they purchase that stuff, and then once it's manufactured, you just can't just go get more resources. Like that's not how it works. Like you have to turn up all the manufacturing again. You can do it. I'm not disagreeing that they couldn't do it, but that's more because once you do that run, it's kind of like in the print industry. If you when you do a print of like a magazine or something like that, you know the cost of that. This is how much paper it's going to be. We're going to run this. It's going to cost you more if you just try to go and make another side run of those. Like if you know.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's a couple other things in here that they're saying in the chat. Mutiny Teddy said that he thinks that it's BS. That it doesn't cost $45 per Switch for shipping, maybe for a crate of Switches, which I think it was. They said it was a unit, so it may be a certain amount of
unit
them.
may be a pallet.
I don't. A unit is one console. That's a unit.
Well, if they're flying it by plane from Japan,
it's going to be.
That's going to be pricey.
When you figure the cost of floating it in a boat across here, it's the cost difference is. Because imagine if you go and try to order something overnight right now from anywhere. The cost difference of waiting 2 or 3 days versus
from across
overnight.
the world, not just the country.
Well, I'm just saying even across the country, it's way up because it's taking a plane. It's jet fuel. It's like there's a lot more cost involved in it. So,
if someone wants to get cheaper shipping for items, I'd be happy to fly around on a plane as a passenger, just with it in my luggage.
How would
that be cheaper?
That would be very cheap.
I don't know. That'd be a cool job.
Teddy also said, "I hope Switch does good, so Sony finally makes Vita 2."
I think the Switch just like replaced the Vita for a lot of people.
I mean, probably did.
Because of especially the way that all the indie games are coming out for it. I feel like it's become that platform that the Vita kind of did towards the end of its life cycle.
As much as I love the Vita,
I just need more games, guys.
Yeah, Teddy also said a new console is an investment of the company's future, and they later make money on games and digital purchases. So that's probably a bigger reason that there wasn't as much focus on the Nintendo Classic because it's. In the way that is set, that's like putting out a game. It may not necessarily provide you a lot more money as opposed to the Switch itself, which is what their focus is. It seemed like it was something that was specifically targeted for a short period of time.
And Teddy, I understand they don't ship one unit at a time on a plane. I mean, that's not what we're saying. We're saying that they broke down the cost. That this article is like they did the number on it. They ran the numbers and figured it out. Did I just get shut up again?
And he's like, I don't want to hear what you have to say. It's done.
That's fine. Whatever. Set a timer for 3 minutes.
I do. So about this story, I think it's important to say Nintendo does want to get the consoles to meet demand. And I think that's important. So.
LA Gamer for Life had a question in here. The thoughts on the now growing budget for the next 2 Avengers films being $1.2 billion. It's not surprising at all.
No, inflation.
I mean, especially when you're talking about. It's not even just.
It's not inflation. It's escalation.
Healthcare costs.
It's the fact that you've got that many more people that are involved in it. I mean, with this being the Avengers, I mean, you've got all the Avengers characters. Plus Doctor Strange,
the Guardians,
plus the Guardians,
all
Ant-Man,
those people need to make
Spider-Man,
a lot of money.
all of those people.
Josh
Brolin, yeah. I mean, they continually are making, or it's costing them more money to get everybody into the movie. So it's not surprising that they are putting that amount of money into it there.
Plus, this is just how sequels work. They always get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Because if they get smaller, it's like, oh well, why even do the second movie?
It's the Call of Duty effect.
And honestly, if it's something that it means that they're going to put out a better movie because
hey,
they are doing that.
Welcome back.
Hey, what's up, Bowtie?
Bowtie.
I mean that's something that's definitely a positive for the series itself if they are investing that much more money into it. So
yeah, I agree.
Do you? Do you really?
I don't know.
Zufo suggests we need a talk more Trevor command where Trevor has to talk for 3 straight minutes by himself.
We can make that happen.
It's 2,000 Tubbucks. You just have to do 4 different commands to make that
happen.
No,
but it would have to be a specific command that is Trevor talk more. And if he just kind of doesn't do much.
So if he doesn't talk, then
if he doesn't really talk, then he loses.
He has to pay them
Yeah, he has
double.
to pay out Tubbucks.
You know what? You can make that a reward request. There's an option for that.
Put in the reward request there. What is that again? It's the exclamation point.
Talk more, Trevor.
Talk more, Trevor.
That's what they want to do.
Suggestion?
No, it's a new reward.
New reward. There you go. So
give
put
that a shot,
in.
guys. Oh, making a milkshake by hand.
Wait,
Bow
what?
tie. What? Like you're shaking milk
Of the
or
the
stirring with your fingers?
No.
Of the set, all the
There you
boys.
go.
What subset did it bring to the set, the yard?
Thank you, God of Atheist. It is exclamation point reward, or is it new reward? I can't remember.
No, I don't know. It's a new reward. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's exclamation point commands to look at all the commands.
That is.
Yeah,
correct.
that's true.
So.
So you can get that there. That would be a good one though. Talk more. There you go. It's exclamation point new reward.
And
so if
then
you've got
then
suggestions,
space, and after that you give your suggestion.
yeah,
right?
space, and then the suggestion that you want there.
Yeah.
I know at one point we had someone try to get another.
What was it? Redeem something for itself.
Yeah, someone just did the new reward and tried to put like $1 million Tubbucks.
Oh
into it.
yeah.
And I was like, "That's a great idea. Let's make it cost $1 million Tubbucks."
You can't shut me up that way, Teddy. Sorry, I'm triggering you so much. You know, I don't.
Ooh, a new reward. Nathan does the milkshake
I think
dance.
that the
milkshake
Vita
dance.
You're gonna have to learn it.
Yes,
is
potentially.
is an awesome console, but I don't think it was supported by Sony at all. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't supported the way.
Well,
What?
you didn't see any of the many of the like first budget titles really. You saw a Killzone game that was pretty good.
Well, and then even when they made an Uncharted, they had like the B
Yeah,
team
yeah.
make it. Like
Yeah, it
they,
was-
and so that's like I think that's what hurt it. Like if they could have put
Yeah.
some really killer apps on there, it would have lengthened its life.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like now it's that thing I use to play cross-buy games, and I like the Vita. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah, like,
Teddy.
it's a
You have one.
I own one. I have my Vita. I
And
like.
Teddy, you won't like this, but I kind of agree with. I
Yeah.
agree with Eric.
Oh no!
That
What have
is-
you done?
That is like one of my favorite systems I have ever bought, and yet at the same time, it doesn't have enough. That Sony didn't support it, and they will not support it anymore. And I honestly don't see anybody doing any more handheld stuff besides Nintendo.
Well, yeah, I think Nintendo. I think that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll stop belaboring this point. All right, let's move on to the next story. All right, this
Is
next
our
story
wild
comes-
stallion with us?
I know. I think he's unplugging his headphones and plugging them
Why are you
into his
unplugging?
computer.
You shouldn't do that, Nathan.
Please don't do that, Nathan.
No, I wasn't. I was listening to you guys,
Oh.
but Kyle told me to learn the milkshake dance, so I was
Oh,
studying.
okay. Okay,
Oh,
you're
okay,
studying.
okay.
I'm just saying that was one of the suggestions that may have to go into effect. We'll see. We've got a lot of suggestions for new rewards that have just shown up.
They take an external committee panel to.
Yeah,
do
they've got to get
process.
approved and go through
So
the president
I
of
think
the committee.
one button shirt thing was a good one.
Teddy says, but it was supported by every third-party company, and that's what you're saying the Switch needs. So blammo. No, I was talking. The Switch is being supported, being supported by indie developers, which I think is
A smart
which,
play.
which is going to help
Super
it.
smart
The
play.
indie developers are nice, and like the third party things, like unless and there wasn't one really great game for the Vita was the problem.
I think
There
also
wasn't a game where there's like or they were like, hey, this game's so good, you got to go buy a Vita to play it.
I think
Yeah.
the other difference is this is something that's
I hate
completely
games like that,
supported
by
by
the way.
Nintendo. It's not like this is a secondary system.
Wait, can we address what Jeremy just said? You hate
No.
games like what?
that are completely exclusive. I get the Nintendo concept, but I'm saying like when there's a game that is only available on one major console by a major developer, it annoys me.
Well,
That's how
why does
you
it annoy
sell.
you? That's how
That's how you
that's
sell
how
the
companies
console.
sell their consoles. That's the only way they can get people to buy them if they already own something else. Like I mean, you can't.
No, I
like,
get it.
The
I
PlayStation
can-
versus Xbox.
I can
is
dislike a form of
Ah.
capitalism. That's
Trevor
okay.
just got shut
Teddy
up.
is so triggered tonight. Gosh, that's like a waste of your Tubbucks, Teddy. I mean, it's
He's
just
like, but I get more every month because he's on Patreon.
yeah,
That's true.
All right, go ahead and shut yourself up, Trevor. I'll let you set a timer
Yeah,
for that.
We'll let you do. We'll let you shut yourself.
All
up.
right, this next story comes from
I should redeem some of these,
GameRant.com. It says streamer swatted on airplane gets banned by Twitch. Who submitted this story?
That was me.
Oh, okay, because I had been following this story for weeks before, like this
Before
all
it
actually
actually
happened. So
I hadn't heard anything about it until the
This
other
is
day.
Ice Poseidon, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So this was just was it just this week that he got banned?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean the article basically is just kind of talking about the highlight of how the in real life streams happen and can cause problems. This was something that Ice Poseidon was at the airport. Rather than keeping his info secret, he let his viewers know where he was, which plane he was boarding. And as some suspect, a viewer swatted Ice Poseidon as he and a friend were boarding the plane, and the two were subsequently removed. And as more of the details came out, Twitch eventually decided to ban Ice Poseidon.
So it was an intentional...
No, just let him finish this real quick.
So they swatted him, and then Twitch eventually decided to ban him. And believing that he'd violated the company's terms of service. Essentially, Twitch thinks that the streamer should have taken better care to protect his location to avoid such a situation. Which, I mean, honestly, it sets... Hey! What just happened?
God of Atheist! Why is it not showing up on the thing?
Dress up as a furry.
What did he...
What?
I'm sorry, I missed it. God of Atheist says... new reward, Nathan dress up as a furry.
Okay.
Thank you for your donation of $20.20, God of Atheist. You
That's
again.
a big investment
Trevor,
for me.
did you just... Was your time up?
Oh, you owe, who is it? You owe Mutiny 1,000 tub
You gotta pay Mutiny 1,000
That's a
tub.
dirty trick.
That was fantastic, though.
So let's see.
Thank you very much.
Can you
That's a
take him
big
away
investment
from
for me. Where am I gonna
Trevor,
get a
and I'll
fursuit?
give him to Mutiny?
You can get them cheap on Amazon.
Well, how much are we taking away from Trevor?
1,000.
1,000. 1,000 away from me.
And giving them to Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy. Yeah.
That hasn't happened in a while.
No, but yeah, so which is weird that Twitch started this whole IRL stream, like whatever you call it,
Right.
category, and I don't think they really laid out the guidelines that well, and so I don't know. It's just weird because I don't know how they are blaming Ice Poseidon for this incident.
But if he told people what plane he was going to be on.
My guess is that a big part of it, and there was something else at the very bottom of this that was talking about, this is something that sets a precedent for the in real life streamers, because a lot of people are going to be discouraged from doing it now, out of fear that they may be swatted and banned as a result. Secondly, it gives viewers that may dislike a streamer the tools to shut down that person's channel without any appeal process, which is what it sounds like happened here.
Mm-hmm.
So we should tell nobody that we're going to be at Okamicon.
We won't be live on Twitch.
We will not be on
Okay.
Comic-Con.
I mean...
All right, but
Yeah, I mean, this is a big deal, though. You think about it.
Yeah,
they had the SWAT team on an airplane removing these people from
This is
a plane. It affected
huge-
everybody on
this
there,
is a
so.
huge thing,
Yeah.
and it's.
But I
it's-
mean, shouldn't he have known better than to tell him what airport and what plane?
Well,
he was-
yeah, and I
mean,
think that's
I
the
wouldn't
reason-
tell you that unless you were the one picking me up.
But that's the reason that he did. I mean, that's the reason that Twitch essentially banned him. And Zufo says he kind of taunted the chat, saying stuff like "No one's going to swat me" or something like that. Which,
Did
if
he
that's
really?
if that's the case, I mean, then he probably deserves it. But it may have been something that someone was joking with him or said something, and then he kind of said, "Yeah, that's not going to happen."
So,
But, I mean,
is he banned from guest appearing on our show?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, he's
We don't
banned
want to
from-
do that then.
Yeah, we don't want to get ourselves into that kind of a situation where we'd lose our Twitch either.
What
I
if
mean,
he changes his name?
A Twitchuation, yeah.
What if he becomes Fire Poseidon?
No, but I mean, this is something that it's not even just that there was the plane that was disrupted. I mean, then you have to look at that as Twitch's grand scheme of things, as the company that does this and has people streaming. They've got to put. It's something that they have to put their foot down because that's a huge thing. Like, that's
I think Twitch needs to be clear what they expect of IRL
That's
streams.
true.
Like, are you just saying, hey, go to a McDonald's, make sure you don't start streaming until you're in the McDonald's so they don't know which one you're at, and then how does Periscope deal with it? Because Periscope puts your location right in the app. So how do people not get swatted?
I think it's something that's different though, because it seems like the swatting has been something that happened more with Twitch. I mean, maybe swatting is a problem on those other sites, but it seems like that's more of a Twitch thing. To try and mess somebody up while they're playing a video game, that suddenly the cops are there busting in your door.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm just saying, I know it's a Twitch. It's more of a Twitch thing, but I don't. It's still could go. I mean, it still could be used on. I saw
on
it.
those other
But they're
on those other
on the other
platforms.
platforms. So that's why I don't understand why they're. I don't know. I get it. I get it. It's a problem, but what? Yeah, you're laughing at Crazy.
Oh, Crazy said I'll swat Kevin Max if he ever treats Nicole Kidman wrong.
That's the wrong person.
Wrong
there.
person.
That's Keith Urban.
It took me a second to realize what was happening, and I was like, wait, what? Oh, okay.
But still, if Kevin Max ever did that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's swattable,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and it's funny. You can actually listen to the call that the guy made that did the SWAT. Like he has this voice disguise
Modulator.
Modulator thing on, and it cuts out for a little bit, and you hear his real voice. He's all like, and then all of a sudden you hear, and yeah, he's my friend. And then, like it's just like, and he totally just like tells this. I don't know if it's a 911 dispatcher or what.
That's like a federal offense. So
Yep.
Big time.
they're tracking that guy.
They can't though because the way that it's like a group of people that do this like
Oh man.
intentionally, and they run their their stuff through IP.
Are they anonymous?
No, they're not. But I can't remember what they call themselves. There's something that they call
Well, if
themselves.
they're not anonymous, then we should know who he is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
very true. I mean, I can't fault your logic or argue it.
I don't know. The SWAT thing is scary. You look at. I've watched a lot of those videos where people like here comes a cops busting down their door, and one guy actually faked it for his channel just to get attention.
Oh, jeez.
He got banned for that though.
That's why I always try to have a good relationship with all of the local police officers in our area.
Yes.
Crazy says I've swatted people for looking at me wrong in Walmart. I don't think it's that kind of swatting, Crazy, but maybe.
Wow. All right, we'll move on. Swatting, we're done with it. We're done with swatting. No more swatting. This is from the Nerdist.com. It says Marvel gives Captain America fans assurance about Secret Empire. So is this saying that he's not evil now?
This is an update. Yeah, it's kind of. They said essentially they told fans not to worry about the outcome of Secret Empire. Via ABC News, Marvel said, we want to assure all our fans that we hear your concerns about aligning Captain America with Hydra, and we politely ask you to allow the story to unfold before coming to any conclusions. Captain America will always be a cornerstone of the Marvel Universe who will stand up for what's right, and Secret Empire will be the greatest challenge Steve has ever faced. They go on to say, other things about, his good and his wanting to stand against oppression and show good, always triumphing over evil. So, I guess Jeremy, maybe your superhero isn't going to end up being too bad by the end of this. I don't know. I hate that that's the case though. Like I hate when they do something like that and then they're like, we'll put everything back the way that it was by the end of the story.
America is good.
No, I just
you hate that they're admitting that they're doing it intentionally.
Well, I think
the fact that it's like it almost makes it a non-factor. It's like they're telling a story just to tell a story, but don't worry, we'll put all the pieces back together where they were before, so that you don't lose anything.
I don't like that they told people that.
Hey, me and Mutiny Teddy are friends again. He says Captain America has always sucked.
Nathan, what were you gonna say?
Virtual fist bump.
I was going to say, I think Kyle's saying he doesn't like the gimmickiness and the constant reset to status quo.
Like, I mean, if you're going to do something like this, let him live in that for a while, Like...
Mutiny Teddy, that is in fact a woman Thor. It's Jane Foster after she became worthy and picked up the hammer.
That's not, I mean...
It's not really.
That's the basic premise.
It is.
That's known.
But, I mean, it's a spoiler of who it is.
Oh, it's
nobody.
It's Thorina.
No, it's Thor. It's someone that was...
There, Bowtie just put it in the chat. Yeah. Screw it all.
Yeah, you got it.
Jane Foster.
Jane Foster. She became worthy. Thor lost his worthiness for a while or something.
Well,
it happens.
Well, now you can sleep easy at night, right, Jeremy? Do you feel better about it?
I saw that story and I figured I'd restore Jeremy's faith in Captain America.
I thought you were really upset, worried about that.
Super.
I know you weren't sleeping all well last week, so
Yeah.
That was why, wasn't it? Captain America.
Yeah, this week too. Maybe that was all tied together.
Yeah. Next story comes from Deadline.com. It says Superman versus the KKK in works from Lotus, Paper Chase, and Macro Vincini.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that I understand what is happening with this story.
This is fake news, or is
no?
it
I think
real
that there's
news?
It's something. There was a book that was written.
May I?
Yeah, Nathan, go ahead. I'm just not sure that I was following it.
Okay. there was a book that was written, like Kyle said, about the process of writing a story in which Superman faces up against a facsimile of the KKK. And
So Superman does.
yes. So this is a story about DC Comics making that story, and it is now being made into a movie. But
it's gonna be like a real world. Hey, let's write this story.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a story about the people that wrote the story.
Right. It's a behind the scenes kind of thing. It's the saving Mr. Banks to the Mary Poppins.
Right, or the founder.
Right, the founder.
To make McDonald's.
Right.
Wait, so it's
Documentary?
It's like gonna be what is I don't.
It's just like a
kind of
a docudrama, if you will.
So it's not gonna be like an actual Superman movie.
No, it's closer to a biopic.
Okay.
About them writing a story.
A biopic.
That sounds
And it's not being made by
it-
Warner Brothers.
really
So
No, it's
biopic?
Lotus, Paper Chase, and Marco
Kind of.
Vinci.
Okay.
right. So
Rossini.
nobody's quite sure just how much Superman they're going to be able to get away with, but it's up in the air at this point.
Okay.
They could
Alright.
call it Special Man. What? Fantastic Man.
Oh, okay, that's better.
No, that's Mr. Fantastic. and
Flying
he's in
Man.
he's
Can we
in the
call it
Fantastic
Flying
Four.
Man? I don't know.
Flying Man. That's what you're going with.
Sky Captain.
And the world of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we like that movie? I'm never sure what I think about that
Don't
movie.
know. Was that Jude Law?
I don't know.
I don't know if I saw
Fact
that.
check it.
Okay.
Oh,
You
man.
asked the question. I mean,
All right. Let's move on to the next story.
Yes, it was.
okay. I don't know if I saw it.
Wired.com says that Orange is the New Black leak was never going to pay off.
Yeah, there was a hacker or hackers that were using the moniker the Dark Overlord.
The Dark Overlord.
That reportedly grabbed Orange is the New Black and some other unaired shows from several outlets that were at a certain post-production company. And then they tried to threaten Netflix and basically say, hey, pay us money. And Netflix basically said, come at me, bro, and did nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
Netflix
is always the hero.
Yeah, I mean the argument in here, they go through. They ended up putting it on Pirate Bay, and the article says this definitely wasn't ideal for Netflix, but it also wasn't worth paying even 1 cent. They said, for the sake of argument, let's assume that a significant portion of the 98.75 million people who subscribe to Netflix do so only to watch Orange is the New Black. Which they said doubtful, given that the show constitutes of 10 of 1,000 hours of original programming that's going to be released this year alone.
Yeah.
But they said the fact that the hacker made it available a month or so early on a torrenting site still doesn't amount to much of a threat, because a lot of people prefer to watch stuff on,
it's too much work.
I know. So I was just gonna say, think about that. Like, would you rather download it forever on a computer and then make sure that the format's right, and then watch it in Plex, or would you wait a month?
Maybe you get what you wanted. Maybe
if
it's
you're
just
doing that, you have way too much free time because it ain't worth it.
And if you've already been watching Orange is the New Black, you already have Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, if you really think about it, I don't think that, like they said with those numbers, even if you have people that only have Netflix for that, are they going to cancel their Netflix account just because they can suddenly watch this new season on there? No, they're not. So Netflix is getting their money regardless. And I mean, the other thing that they mentioned in the article was, like Game of Thrones and the amount of people that will go through and download that and torrent it. But they said that the biggest difference with that is that in most regions you can't necessarily get that show. So because of how big a show that is, and most regions, or a large chunk of the world, can't get HBO to watch that. So that is their only way. Whereas Orange is the New Black, I think, is almost anywhere that Netflix is, which is all
HBO
over.
is a premium channel.
So not North
Yeah.
America or China, basically.
So I think a lot of people that would have Netflix probably maybe don't even have, wouldn't want to pay the extra $15 to have HBO. But I think now that they have HBO,
is more accessible than it ever has been with
HBO
that
Now
HBO Now or
yeah.
HBO Go. Because I mean, like you said, it's only $15, and with the way that so many of these streaming sites are popping up, that it's like, oh, just spend $10 here, $10 there, $10 there, and you've got your 3 different sources that you get.
Teddy
for
says
stuff.
you would download it in MKV and watch it in VLC. True. You can download MKV, which is a nice video format.
However, the
did
difference of-
Apple allow VLC app back on the iOS?
I don't know.
Did you guys hear about it? It was
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But it was
I'm
only
sure it's
available
back.
for like 3 months.
I'm sure. I don't
They
know.
pulled it.
But I mean, you think about it too, like
They
going through
they
all
allow
that.
Plex on their new Apple TVs, so like that's just streams the MKVs over to it. So.
Right, but I mean, you think about that too. Like a lot of those things may not necessarily come up with the same quality, or if you're like streaming it from your computer to a TV, you may get a downgrade in some of the quality and stuff too, as opposed to if you've got it just directly through Netflix, you're getting a better.
Mutiny Teddy says Netflix has basically stopped him from downloading anymore. Which
It's true. I mean, it's almost like there's not a point to it anymore.
I mean, I don't know if I'm incriminating myself by telling this, but like
Statute of
Limitations?
Statute of
Liberation.
Statute of
Liberties.
Statute of Libertarians.
You've got a libertarian statue.
No,
It's on Rand.
I
You're speaking hypothetically.
yeah, like years ago, I had around the time of Boardwalk Empire was still airing on HBO. We had HBO, and then I'd canceled my cable and kind of switched to streaming stuff only. And then I really wanted to see the last like handful of episodes that I missed. There was no HBO Now. There was none of that, and I wasn't going to pay for it. So I torrented like a handful of the episodes. I got an email from Cox Communications, which is our local ISP, and it was they forwarded me an email they got from HBO saying, we have seen that this person that was one of your customers has illegally downloaded our property. We'd like you to shut them down. Like pretty much they requested Cox like cancels my account completely. I have no internet access. And what I thought was cool, and this is when back then, like, and now I kind of am more like angry at Cox for all their data cap and everything. But back at that time,
they won you over.
Well, they definitely won me over because they sent that email to me. They forwarded me the email, and then they just like politely said, we'd like to just ask you to go ahead and delete that if you could off of any hard drives you have. And, you won't experience any interruptions in your service. And I was like,
Wow.
okay, cool. So they were being a buffer between me and HBO. Like that was, and I thought, well, that's cool. I mean, I peed my pants a little. I was scared. I'm like, oh, they found me out, and I never did it again. I was that scared. Like, I was just like, they found me out way too easily. But
yeah,
and then Cox won me over at that point, and I was like, I was a Cox cheerleader forever till this stupid data cap thing.
If you need any help with IP spoofing in the future, just let me know.
Yeah, I just wasn't that invested in it. Mutiny Teddy says he's actually had Paramount contact him because he hit a download instead of a stream on a movie site. Oh.
What's up, Midnight Angel? Welcome to the chat.
Welcome back, Midnight. Anyways, is anybody in the tub watch Orange is the New Black? Anybody?
No.
I do not.
I watched. Me and my wife watched most of the first season, and then just I don't know.
Make that a Zufo. Make that a hashtag. That's a good hashtag there. Thanks. It should say Eric used to.
For our audio
love
listeners,
Cox.
Zufo said Eric loves Cox.
Communications.
That's what she said.
I've watched all the episodes of Orange is the New Black, and the last season was actually really good. The season before that was kind of weak, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna watch it when it comes out on Netflix. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm not gonna torrent.
I got so many shows to watch that I think that's another part of the reason that we were just like, I don't care right now.
You just need to watch shows.
I need to watch a lot of shows.
Game of Thrones.
This one coming from Eric Wendt. EricWendt.com.
Yeah, EricWendt.ew.com. What in the world is HBO doing there? They're putting all their chips on the table here, all their eggs in a basket.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones forever, says Entertainment Weekly. HBO is developing 4 different Game of Thrones spinoffs.
The title is a little a little deceiving because
Okay.
they said that it may just be something that ends up being 1 or 2 series or something. That there's a lot of
Like
different ideas.
series or something like spin-off.
Yeah, they're gonna spin something off. So they don't know whether there's like not really any details on it yet. But they said that they are basically determined to find a way to continue the most popular series in the company's history. They're saying that they've got several different writers that are involved with it, and it represents a potentially massive expansion of the popular universe that was created by George R.R. Martin. They said if greenlit, it eventually the eventual show or shows would also mark the first time that HBO's ever done a follow-up series to one of its hits. They said most of the assigned writers have experienced writing for major theatrical films. And Martin is personally involved in 2 of the projects. The show ideas are from Max Bornstein, who did Kong, Skull Island, and then Minority Report. Jane Goldman, who was involved in Kingsman, The Secret Service, and X-Men First Class, along with Martin. Brian Helgeland, who was involved in A Knight's Tale and L.A. Confidential, and Carly Ray, who wrote for Mad Men. With George R.R. Martin as well. So they've got... Yeah, get the scoop at Eric Wendt TV newsletter.
A, Y, and B, thanks for coming back.
Hey!
It's been a long time.
What's up?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the chat.
Teddy says he's okay with spinoffs. I hope they're good. I was just kind of... When I read the headline, I was just kind of like, wow, 4? But yeah, I guess if it's like a mini-series, that's, that like kind of like The Night Of or whatever,
Right.
where it's just a short run type thing.
I still never saw that. Was that...
That was
did
really,
you watch
really
it?
good. Yeah.
I need to get back on HBO shows. 'Tis the season.
You can get on your HBO.
I got it. I just haven't watched anything in forever.
HBO.
Can't wait for that new Silicon Valley Sundays.
Oh,
right?
That's a good
Sundays.
show.
Yeah.
All right. Next story comes from CraveOnline.com. Did we cover this at all previously?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We've never touched on it.
Okay.
Well, we're touching it now.
We're touching it now. If you're not familiar with...
what she said.
If you're...
No. I think those are allegations.
If you're not familiar with this story, I mean, if you watch Philip DeFranco at all, you'll be very familiar with it because I feel like he's kind of responsible for ripping these children from these people's homes. No, I'm just kidding.
I saw in the article there's like a breaking news tweet from him that was like confirmed now that this happened, and has he like
was
turned
kind
into
of the tip of the spear.
YouTube
he was
newsbreaker now.
He kind of always has been the guy that like was kind of like news
Is
every.
Is he the center of all the YouTube beefs?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's very. He's very.
He just
level-headed.
talks about him.
No, okay.
Sometimes.
Well, this. Okay, let's read the headline. This comes from CraveOnline.com. It says YouTube's Daddy05 loses custody of 2 of his children following child abuse allegations.
So he said that, that he's reportedly lost custody of 2 of his 5 children to their biological mother following child abuse allegations that were leveled at him and his wife Heather Martin. The Martin family was placed under the microscope over a series of prank videos that were uploaded to the Daddy05 YouTube channel, which depicted Mike and Heather shouting expletives at their children, encouraging the siblings to bully one another, and reduced the youngest children to tears on several occasions. So is she the mother of any of the children?
So what's the problem?
Like Zufo said, he's watched some of this as real cringy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
is
think
this good or bad?
I think between the 5 children, some of them are exclusively hers and some are exclusively his, and there's like maybe one that's both of theirs.
Well, yeah, and then there's the mother got the 2 youngest. What's her name? Rose, I think is her name. The mother's name.
The
biological mother of the 2 youngest.
They got the 2 youngest.
So
that's why I was asking if they were, or if any of the children were hers, if the 2 youngest were someone else's. It was just a curiosity. It probably doesn't matter.
So what happened? What do you mean? What the point is? They were abusing children in their home and filming it on YouTube.
So this is good that the kids are in a safer place.
It's a very good thing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to understand.
It is.
Lord of Lotion is accurate. It's a temporary emergency custody.
Yeah.
Which, welcome to the chat, Lord of Lotion.
Thank you.
If we haven't already.
For joining us, click the heart if you haven't. So yeah, I mean, I've watched a little. I watched some of the DeFranco videos on this, and it was really hard to watch that stuff. Like. these guys, like, there's one point where the dad throws the youngest boy, like, pushes him, and he hits his face on a bookshelf, and he's crying in the bed, and you look over, and he lifts his head, and there's like, I mean, it's not a lot, but there's like a spot of blood on his pillow, and and so it's like, and the guy's like, and then they make this apology video after DeFranco calls him out.
And YouTube hasn't cut him off yet?
I don't think so.
They deleted a large chunk of their videos.
They did, or YouTube did?
They did. And they've been on Good Morning America and apologized and said they aren't planning on doing any more of these prank videos again.
Okay, so the one that really got everyone
still going to abuse their children doesn't really matter.
The one that already. The one that they really got attention for is they took this invisible ink and they put it all over one of the youngest boy's carpet in his bedroom, so it looked like there was ink all over. She's up there swearing expletives, and just like up in the room going, "Who effing did this? What's this effing mess on the floor?" And so she's freaking out, and the kid's in there. He's sobbing. He's like, "I didn't do it," and you can tell the kid is just distraught. Like, "Well, I didn't do it." And then they're all like, "It's a prank, dummy! It's a prank!" And this is just constantly going on in this house. You can see these videos where this kid is just psychologically tormented because he never knows if it's a prank or it's real. What his parents are doing to him.
They have one where they threaten to send him off to, I think, their grandparents' house for a month and just pick up dog poop every day. And the kid's like, "No, I'm not going." And so they just keep hounding it, and it goes for like a half hour. And finally, the kid's like, "I'd rather kill myself."
Jeez.
Good grief.
Yeah, so this guy, I mean,
This
it's
is
just
disturbing.
It is, and he was doing. And you know what else is disturbing? They had 800,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah,
That's incredibly disturbing.
They were making a lot of money off of these videos, and you can tell by the lifestyle they lived, like that they were making. I don't know, maybe they have good jobs, which I don't know. They both kind of seem like idiots, so I'm
They did
surprised.
both seem like idiots.
But
that's the lowest of the low.
yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up. But hopefully this isn't temporary. I hope that they get him out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What are you saying, Teddy? I should torment my children to get my own show? No, not gonna happen.
I'll torment your children.
No, Kyle, I will beat you up.
Friend daddy.
I wouldn't do that. Friendo daddy.
Friendo daddy.
Well, that actually, I did torment your. I tormented one of your children.
You threatened my son that you would fart in his room when he was asleep.
No, it wasn't that when he was asleep. I just said I was going to go up into his room and
he
fart.
Was so upset. He started
so
bawling.
Upset.
He was only like 5 when you did it, and he was traumatized. He took you seriously. He looks up to Kyle, and then Kyle says, "I'm going to fart in your room."
Well, it was because we were playing something, and I said I'm gonna come over, or I was coming over to your place for dinner, and then he said, "No, you aren't. You're not able to come over here." And I said, "Yes, I am, and I'm going to fart in your room." And then I got to your place, and I said, "I'm going to go fart in your room." And then he just broke down. It was, and then after you finally got him calmed down, and he walks by, he just punches me in the hip, full blown, doesn't look at me, but as he's walking by, just punches me in the hip.
Oh, geez. Yeah, after he got done sobbing in his room for legit tears because he was traumatized. Kyle was
I will never threaten to fart in your children's room again.
You should have.
I felt bad.
The custody of my children taken from you.
You can take the custody of your children from me.
Okay, good. You just gained 150,000 followers, Kyle. That's what Sufo said.
I'm gonna make tons of money.
Yeah, I just go around farting in kids' rooms.
Actually,
I'm
that'd
the
be
worst fairy ever.
That'd be fantastic if I could make a lot of money just running around and farting in rooms.
That's disturbing.
I just randomly run in and just fart.
Yeah, but then, Kyle, you're going to have situations where you accidentally fart outside and you're like, I could have made a video.
All he's got to do is put it in a jar.
Yeah, and save it. And then
true.
open the jar.
Or just eat Taco Bell all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not trying to discourage me from this.
You're always
Trevor.
ready then.
You're not trying to discourage me from this at all.
Well, in the true spirit of Men in a Tub, we have windy studio videos. No, in the true spirit of Men in a Tub, we got a bear story. It's been a while since we got a bear story. This is from the Roanoke Times. This is bear removed from tree in downtown Roanoke.
Yeah, there was a black bear that was that stumped city workers for more than 4 hours. It took refuge in a tree downtown Monday afternoon. The bear jumped from an upper floor of a parking garage into the tree in the premier parking lot at the corner of a couple streets. Witnesses said that it ran into the parking lot after several people screamed, scaring it. And then they said after the Department of Game and Inland Fisheries hit the bear with at least 2 tranquilizers, they used a cherry picker to lift an employee, and a fire EMS spokeswoman said the employee, it's a DGIF, Department of Game and Inland Fisheries. So the Department of Game and Inland Fisheries employee shook the branch until the bear dropped from the tree and into a tarp around 6 p.m. So they put him out, but then it still didn't knock him out of the tree. He just fell asleep there. So they had to shake some branches and wrestle him on out.
Sometimes you just got to do that with a bear.
The idea of a bear that suddenly wanders into a parking garage because people freaked out and
he didn't wander in. He went into hide.
He ran into hide.
Oh, this is a great cave.
And what does he do? He goes up a floor or so and then jumps out into a tree like a scaredy cat.
Lord of Lotion offers a suggestion that bears are good on rye bread with some mayonnaise.
Does it have to be a specific species of bear?
Can I use mustard instead?
How about Miracle Whip? I prefer
Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip?
Yes.
Is this a dessert though, or is this a sandwich?
No, Miracle Whip is not. Is not a dessert topping.
Miracle
Kyle.
Whip is disgusting.
I got mixed.
Miracle Whip is so much better than
Miracle Whip and
it's
mayonnaise
so
are both
gross.
Mayonnaise.
Give me mustard.
Mayonnaise is
Mayonnaise
disgusting.
is
Gross,
real.
Kyle.
Mayonnaise.
I know I'm gross.
Mayonnaise
I love
is
mustard.
Mayonnaise is nasty. Give me Miracle Whip on a sandwich. Yes. Yes. How do you not like Miracle Whip, Jeremy? What's wrong with you?
Gross.
I'm just kidding. Everybody's
God of
entitled to
Atheists
their own
said,
opinions.
"What are the point of bears? Let's be honest."
Well,
They're majestic.
Bears are bears.
Yeah, I mean they're bears.
Beats Battlestar Galactica. I mean, I'm sorry.
Wow, way to bring up an old boring reference.
That was terrible.
not boring.
I'm not-
I mean that's an old lame reference. I mean, The Office. What is this? 2005, Kyle.
Seriously, Kyle.
Oh,
I like The Office.
I was around in
love The
2005.
I mean, sure, you can
That's
like The
what she
Office, but you
said.
can't talk about it anymore and be cool. You'd just be like a loser. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Odin.
Odin's eye. So this bear, he made it out okay.
Yeah, he survived. They got him taken care of and removed. It seems like that's usually how these bear stories go. Either a person dies or the bear gets transported safely somewhere else.
Have we ever had a bear story where somebody died?
It's in Kyle's
No, there's-
mind.
The only
Bears have killed people.
I mean, yeah, but not on our show.
Not on
People
our
kill
show.
bears
Yes.
more often.
The weirdest things we've ever had happen with bears were that time somebody dressed up as a bear to scare away a mama and her cubs, and when a guy karate chopped a bear.
I don't remember the
There you
karate
go.
chop.
That one was more recent.
All right. Should we go on to another story?
Let's do it.
Not a bear story.
Not a bear story.
Unless it's bears in space.
Bears in space.
This story comes from TheVerge.com. It says SpaceX plans to launch first internet-providing satellites in 2019. Is that internet for everyone? Are we all getting the internet for
I don't know
free?
if that's going to be the case. I hope
Is Elon Musk the true Messiah?
Oh.
The internet Messiah.
Did you just was that Halo?
Did it sound like Halo? Yeah, it did sound like.
Yeah, Elon
All
Musk's
right, real quick,
company-
there's a Twitter poll out there on our Twitter page. Go to mentub.com/Twitter. Mayonnaise or Miracle Whip? Let your voice be heard.
Mayonnaise or milk?
Miracle Whip.
Oh, Miracle Whip.
Yeah, milk. Mayonnaise
Is
or
it-
milk.
Is there a
Did you-
mustard
is
option?
mustard
No,
on
I
that?
didn't put friggin' mustard on it because mustard's gross.
I know,
Why, that's
right?
an option.
Oh, yellow mustard's gross.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
hate
kidding.
you all.
I think Dijon is good.
Anyways.
Sorry, I got to go to Twitter and do a poll real quick. Hang on.
No, you got a story to read, Kyle. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I got a story to read. Elon Musk's company SpaceX, which sounds like space sex.
SpaceX to hack.
SpaceX to hack. They started a. They're working on putting a network of internet-providing satellites around our planet. Stating in a Senate hearing on broadband infrastructure that it wanted to start sending the craft into space in 2019 before the full network came online in 2024. SpaceX Vice President of Satellite Government Affairs, Patricia Cooper, said that the plan would be to put 4,425 satellites into orbit around the Earth, operating in 83 planes at fairly low altitudes between 1,100 kilometers and 1,300 kilometers. It could also make it much easier for everyone to get relatively fast internet back on Earth. Cooper said that using a space-based network meant companies didn't need to install, rip up, and reinstall cabling in order to provide a service. She said, in other words, the common challenges associated with siting, digging trenches, laying fiber, and dealing with property rights are materially alleviated through a space-based broadband network. The systems would also have updates, which they said would ensure that they don't end up with a mass of useless satellites in low orbit a few short years after launch.
Zufo says orbital pollution is a thing, people.
It could be, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just when are we gonna just get to fast internet and
eventually
like,
all that junk's gonna
no
fall back
data,
to the Earth.
no
so.
data caps, and
Not necessarily.
No, didn't you
long-
see Wally? They
as
just
long
had
as
a
it
whole network of
maintains-
satellites still orbiting. Took up the whole sky.
yeah. How long does it take for a satellite? Does it
Mutiny Teddy, don't tune me out when I start spouting numbers. They're important. They're
Important
large numbers.
They're big numbers. You need
4,425 satellites orbiting the
Yeah.
space, orbiting the Earth,
All right.
orbiting the space.
Let's try this, Teddy. Imagine that the satellites are
All
tub
the
bucks.
people. No. Sorry, Nathan.
So what were you saying? They're Starbucks?
No, they're tub bucks.
Oh.
That way he'll pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Just buy more.
I don't. I mean, yeah. Zufo says I don't want an intergalactic fee on my cable bill. The fees would be astronomical.
They would. Yeah. Where's my drums when I need them?
Where are your drums when you need them?
Trevor, throw down a rim shot.
All right. This next story
Thanks.
comes from Kelloland.com. Is this from Rapid City? The news? I don't know. Anyways, it says Nebraska village becomes ghost town after beer stores close. Oh, is this the white clay thing? Yes.
Yeah, there was a Nebraska village that was blamed for fueling alcohol-related problems in South Dakota's Pine Ridge Indian Reservation.
I knew that
and they said that
Kelloland
it
logo.
remained a virtual ghost town Monday as mental health and substance abuse advocates arrived to help people at risk of suffering from withdrawal. Because there was a
Southern withdrawal.
Yes.
I get
No.
it.
They said the push to offer services comes amid a major shakeup in the town, which has 9 full-time residents. All 4 of White Clay's beer stores closed on Sunday after state regulators refused to renew their license, citing concerns about inadequate law enforcement. Hey,
Lord of Lotion, click that hard. Bring, boom. Thank you very much, Lord of Lotion. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so they said that the district court judge overturned the decision not to renew their licenses, but the ruling was put on hold while the case is appealed. In a separate case, the Nebraska Attorney's General Office has actually filed a combined 22 charges against the stores, including bootlegging and selling alcohol after hours. The attorney for the beer stores filed a motion Monday to dismiss the charges.
Sorry, Midnight Angel. This is not the 404 Club.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh man.
if you got to warm up, you know.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. This is just not the 404 Club yet.
Zufo says maybe the Zima hipsters will move in soon enough. What if we all like went out there and opened a Doyle's bar?
Yeah, where
Or-
we just sold non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, just a wing.
I mean, there's
everybody
like
and
a
virgin daiquiris.
Ooh, those sound delicious.
So it'll be a juice bar.
Yeah, it'll be. No, this has really been kind of a messed up epidemic for a long time, where you can't sell alcohol on the reservation, but all these businesses would pop up on the border, and
So they have to drive
Lure 'em
farther
over.
to get their booze.
yeah, pretty much. Like it was just because it was a government regulated thing that they couldn't have the alcohol on the reservation, so people obviously saw a capitalism or a capitalist solution there for that.
They got the little money signs in their eyes.
Yes. So did it just shut down? Oh, so this was just one.
There were 4
particular-
stores.
Or they
in
shut
this,
down 4
in
of
this
them?
village.
They shut down
of
all of
9
them?
people.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Of 9.
A village of 9 people.
Oh wow, that's a really good ratio of beer stores.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I
now
mean-
there's just nobody walking the streets.
Yeah.
It's just.
They said that
oh
they
my
actually tore down several buildings because they're buildings that people would just wander into and pass out in.
Jeez,
gosh. Oh my gosh.
that's messed up. All right, this next story comes from NZHerald.co.
Is that New Zealand?
.nz.
It's New Zealand, eh?
It's New Zealand.
It says Hamilton retiree uses electric fence to jumpstart heart.
So this guy,
Like MacGyver. Or something.
the article starts out saying a Hamilton man has taken Kiwi ingenuity to a whole new level after using his neighbor's 8,000-volt electric fence to jumpstart his heart. So this guy, John Griffin, he suffers from atrial fibrillation, which is an irregular heartbeat, which, if left untreated, could lead to a stroke.
That's a young man.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Someone was referencing the Village People. That was probably because of the last story.
Because of the Village in Nebraska.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail.
That's why people. That's why people think of Nebraska as just we just live in villages.
Well, actually,
That's
just
all
real quick, Trevor. Why? Why? I need you to do a why.
Wait, are you going the wrong?
No, we're doing the right way for the TV. See.
Hold
it up. Okay,
no,
I see.
Wait, it reads left to right,
Oh,
doesn't it?
why? Hold it up. Hold it up. That's a really bad M, Kyle.
Well, the M is stupid one.
You gotta
do that.
Yeah,
okay, there we go. I'll do that.
Okay. I just wanted to see what it looked like.
Hey, Nathan, what are you doing? Oh, everybody quit. All right. I guess we're done.
You're a pretty ballerina. Anyways, this guy, he somehow used an electric fence to jump start
I'm a rebel. I rebel. God of atheists, thank you. Yes, I did have my koozie.
Uh-huh.
It's a rebellion.
So how did he do it? How did he do it?
So what happened was he had realized that he was going through this. The 69-year-old retiree has had this for 19 years. He said that he knows when it comes on, knows how to take his medication, and when to seek medical attention, because if it's something that goes more than like 48 hours, it seriously affects your potential for a stroke. He was at the hospital, and they took way too long, and he said he got frustrated at the emergency room. He ended up talking to the lady at the emergency room, and they wouldn't give him any medication. He'd forgotten it at home, didn't think he was going to be sitting in line. So he waited for 2 hours, had scans and tests before being told it would be another 6 hours wait. So he didn't mind. He thought he would be able to get the medication or whatever while he was there. And the lady that was working there was not working with him. So what he did is he decided to go home to get his medication because he knew that he needed it. And then he saw his neighbor's fence and decided...
just to be clear, once he leaves, he
yeah.
then has to get back in line.
Yeah, that was the other thing. He'd asked if he could leave and come back, in 3 hours because they told him it was going to be X amount of time. She said, nope, as soon as you leave, you're going back to the very back of the line. So he went home because he knew he had to get the medication because they weren't helping him at the hospital, and saw the electric fence and decided, hey, I'll give myself a little bit of a jolt there to make sure that everything's working properly.
I mean, that could have had the opposite effect, too.
Well, it was, I guess. That's why they said, don't do this. It's not something that is suggested. So...
Well, but it saved his life.
It did save his life, yeah. So he did that, and then he ended up going back to the hospital. I think that he'd said the idea of having to go, it sounded like he was going to try and go to another hospital, and the idea of going to another hospital sounded more daunting than before, so he just decided to touch the fence. And
Which country was this in?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
But
They have socialized medicine, right?
I don't know.
Zufo says usually the heart patients get priority in the ER, and Jeremy knows about that.
True.
Yeah, Jeremy always claims to have heart issues just to get ahead of the line.
All you have to do is say you have a pain in your chest. It's not heart issues, just chest. Anything chest related.
Chest.
I
got a chest.
Like if it's just
Tingly.
use words like tight.
Yeah.
Pulsing. Tingly is a good one.
So how many
Guys, my nipples are erect.
Hard hard time breathing. Those are important things.
So how many times have you used that to get to like kind of
Well,
cut your way to the front of the line
I
at the
explained
ER?
every single time that it was most likely related to back spasms.
But you would mention the heart thing.
The whole point is that back spasms can be an onset of having heart problems as well. So,
God of Atheists says having a cold black heart isn't a condition.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be metal lyrics. Having a cold black heart isn't a condition.
Lord of Lotion says extremely pale people get priority too, so that pretty much qualifies all of us.
Yeah. I'd get in like lickety.
Have you looked at me?
Okay. Yeah, but
I'm automatically the back of the line.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Oh no! Look at this Sith
But
Lord.
what
We
is it?
need to take care of him immediately.
Yeah.
You go to the emergency room and you get deported, Kyle? Is that
Yeah, that's what it is. Despite being a natural born
How many
citizen.
times? I mean, boy, I don't know. I've been in the emergency room. It was about once a year for a good 10 years. But I think
Yeah,
it's
you
been
ate that
about-
one burger
it's
that
been
put you
about
there.
3 or 4 years since I've been in the emergency room.
Well, that's good to
Healthy.
good to hear.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we got one more story. Let's see. Blue. This comes from CTV News. It says Star Trek inspired license plate deemed offensive in Manitoba, Canada.
Yes, Canada.
Where's
Where's
crazy?
the triggering?
So Manitoba's public insurance company has revoked a Star Trek inspired custom license plate after receiving complaints that it's offensive. Nick Troller. Yeah, that's. I mean, what are the
trolling.
odds that his name is Troller? His 2-year-old plate reads assimilate, ASIMIL, the number 8.
How is what?
So he keeps it inside a license plate holder that says "We are the Borg. Resistance is futile," which, if you watch Star Trek, you recognize that is their sayings. He said strangers have even complimented him on the plate and taken photos with him. He said, "I thought it was funny," but Troller got a phone call Wednesday from someone at Manitoba Public Insurance who said that 2 people had complained that the word assimilate is offensive to Indigenous people. The dictionary definition of assimilate includes to absorb into the cultural tradition of a population or group.
Yeah, that's
and
what the Borg does.
Right,
Yeah.
and to take the mind and thoroughly understand. On Thursday, he was served with a letter that states, "It's been brought to the attention of this office that the personalized plate assimilate is considered offensive." The later demanded that he surrender the
Why
plate
isn't
immediately.
this a 404?
Because
Canada.
we already had him.
This is so stupid.
So the
Liberals.
letter. Yeah, so the letter says that he can either get a new personalized plate or a refund on $100 charge. But that's not the point. He says we've become way too sensitive, and you can't say anything anymore to anybody.
Man, it's I mean, more insensitive, right? I mean, everyone else is insensitive to his ability to have it.
Yeah, I don't get. I mean, it's
No,
so,
they're too sensitive. I don't know.
It's
I'm making
so
up as I
weird.
go.
I noticed.
Like I don't know. I think this is silly and stupid.
So did he have to remove the plates then?
Yeah, he's being
my
forced to
gosh.
remove the plates and either get a new one or whatever. But I mean, it's like you can't even like something and put something on your plate if it's something that someone may misunderstand as offensive.
I'm offended.
I'm offended by
just
everything
because-
and anything.
And Lord of
So
Lotion,
dumb.
I appreciate your trekkiness there. You are correct. The Borg says we are Borg, not we are the Borg. Yes,
That is
because
true.
Your
they're
uniqueness will be added to our own.
Because they are
right.
one collective.
correct.
That's a good catch.
Although technically there have been offshoots of the one collective as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
There were some offshoots.
Anyway.
Are we
Gosh,
are we
that's
done on this?
So much fun.
Star Trek.
Star,
I think- I
Star
mean, I
Trek
think
on,
you're-
on May the 4th.
I can't-
I know,
love
right?
it.
I know, right?
I can't even make a joke that Star Trek is inferior
Because
this
it's
is
not.
So stupid.
Yeah, the joke would be stupid.
Star Trek doesn't have.
But they had electric
I mean,
whips.
technically they had guns that shot
they
lasers.
had electric whips.
So
There were some electric whips in the first
Yeah,
season
that's
of
true.
The Next Generation, carried by the
They had
Ferengi.
electric
cool.
whips and
they had iPads.
They had
Get
electric
over
And they
it.
did have iPads.
they had electric whips in Iron Man 2, but that didn't make that movie any better.
Lord of Lotion said the offshoots were offensive. Yeah, it happens.
Okay. Well, leave it to the Canadians to get upset about something silly, right?
Not like we would ever get upset
thought
about
Canadians were
something
supposed
that
to
silly
chill.
here in America, right?
Of course not.
No intelligence found.
Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
All right, here's your poll. Take a look at your poll. Take a long, hard look at your poll. From last week, it says the Potatoes came in with the 63% of the votes on the 404 Club. So that was the one with the hash browns and the potato, or the golf balls and the hash browns.
Golf balls and your hash browns.
So that's
don't
not
mix
fun.
your balls with hash browns.
They were sending. That was a company. They'd accidentally mushed up golf balls into the hash brown, the frozen hash brown. Yeah. Ugh.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's bad. So, anyways, there you go. So, this is the 404 Club. If you're not familiar with the 404 Club, we will have up to 4 nominees each week where you can give us the name that you want to be in the poll. So, as you can see last week, there was, bored dentist, potatoes.
Some good ones.
We look for funny puns. Punny puns, even. So, just get your creative brain caps turning. And as we read these stories, throw your suggestions into the chat. And then we'll put a poll up at the end of this segment where you can vote for the best 404, and we'll reveal the winner next week. So let's start out with our first nomination for this week's 404 Club. This comes in from Distractify.com. It says, Zara's love your curves ad illustrates exactly how not to sell clothes to women.
All right. So, as a man, this is the article. Shopping for clothes is a pretty easy experience. Everything comes in a few sizes for the most part. They're the same across different brands, but shopping for women's clothing can be a nightmare. Not only do women have to put up with their measurements making no sense whatsoever, but curvier women can have an incredibly tough time finding something that they want in their size, and it doesn't help when brands advertise to them in totally insulting ways. Take this Love Your Curves advertisement that Twitter user so-and-so from Dublin, Ireland, found while shopping at popular retailer Zara.
All right, should I show it now?
Yeah, show it. Show it off. O'Connell, who is the lady that tweeted it, went on to explain that, well, she doesn't think that there's anything wrong with the models. She believes that advertised them as curvy could be detrimental to bigger women.
Their heads look huge.
I know. I was like, are they from NBA Jam or something? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, with the big head
big head
thing
mode
turned on, yeah.
For our audio listeners, they are relatively tiny girls.
Well, but they're skewed.
No, they're not.
Well,
their arms are huge,
and
their heads are
is it just because of the angle of
I
the
think it's the angle,
picture?
because the top picture, it doesn't
Oh,
look...
I was like, what
it
is
doesn't
going on
look
with this
as,
picture?
It doesn't look as weird.
Okay.
Even though that looks like it's from the same picture, but
yeah,
I think some of it is the angle.
We'll
yeah,
see if
those
we
are
do that.
definitely stick women, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a term.
That's a term.
Let's shame
Stick people.
body shape now.
That wasn't shaming. That was-
But
that was
anyways, yeah. So
associative.
But okay, I get what they're saying.
Yeah, they,
You know,
and then the article
love
goes
your
on to
curves
say...
or lack of curves.
Yeah. Zara isn't exactly new to controversy. Back in July 2016, they were accused of stealing over 40 designs from indie artists. Tuesday, Basson, an LA-based illustrator, bought the issue to light and inspired a boycott Zara movement. And in November of the same year, a woman filed a lawsuit against the brand after she allegedly found a dead mouse sewn into the hem of her dress.
What?
I think we talked about that, didn't we?
No.
I don't think we did.
I think we did. Last November.
Nah.
Check it out.
I'll be gone until November. January, February.
Lord of
March,
Lotion
May.
says, I'm a woman, and the people who complain about this stuff need to grow a thicker skin. If you pay this much attention to advertising, you need to get an ad blocker and a Xanax.
But I think the people
Whoa.
complaining have
Hot
thicker
takes.
skin.
Yeah, they have thinner skin. No, that's not skin, Jeremy. That's not
Yeah,
how bodies work. Okay?
was a
It's not
joke.
how
I
biology
feel like
works.
Joke.
It was a joke that didn't land.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Midnight Angel says, ew.
Yeah. It's just it accomplished its goal, right? Because we're talking about it. We're giving them free
they're getting
advertising.
advertisement.
That's what it, you
So
know,
I'm
that's
glad
the goal.
I'm glad we could help advertise for this company tonight. So whoever brought this story, good job. No, I'm just kidding.
It was you, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
No, it's fine. But this, what are we calling this one?
The only thing I think was a suggestion. Oh, Zufo suggested curveballs just now.
Oh, okay.
And,
Curvy sticks.
Oh, curvy sticks.
God of
Boomerang.
Atheist, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, Photoshop V2.
That's a long one.
But I love it.
Yeah, it can't be too long because these Twitter polls.
I thought it was
going to
be NBA Jam Big Head Mode.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Zufo also says boob shakalaka.
Can it,
There you go. That's a good reference.
can we call it WNBA Jam? I'm just kidding. Anyways, Trevor gets to vote, and we'll move on to our next nomination.
Not vote. He picks.
I mean, he gets to pick which name it is.
He's the judge, jury, and executioner.
I am the law.
All right. This is a kind of disturbing story from clickorlando.com.
Great.
Says
It's totally real.
Yep, this is probably fake news. Man has sex with woman, then steals her gaming consoles, deputies say. Suspect says victim was his side girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Gets her name wrong.
Oh. Okay, a man had sex with a woman. Sure. That's the story here.
Figured.
No,
that's not the story.
I'm sorry. It's a man had sex with a woman he met on a dating site, Plenty of Fish. Then returned to her home.
Is that the one for the elephants or the monkeys?
The giraffes, I think.
feel like we've had so many animal Tinder
No,
stories.
it's for the sharks.
The sharks.
The
okay,
sharks.
I'm super confused.
Fish are friends.
Which is
not
probably why
food.
this guy was using this app.
Hey.
Hey,
He's a shark.
I'm working here.
Hey.
They said they returned to her home, held the occupants at gunpoint, and stole several gaming consoles, according to the Marion County Sheriff's Office. The victim said she had sex with Kareem Mutcherson, 23. Then around 1 a.m. Monday, he returned to the home on Silver Lane in Ocala, armed with a gun and wearing a bandana over his face. The arrest report
She'll
said.
never know who it was.
Mutcherson forced the woman inside at gunpoint and
Zufu.
took a Wii and
No.
PlayStation from the front rooms, deputies said. He then forced her to
That's such a slam on Xbox anyways.
It might work, though. I mean, it's the Xbox One.
Yeah, Xbox.
That's what the Xbox One.
Yeah.
They said he grabbed the Wii and PlayStation from the front room. He then forced her to unplug a white Xbox from the living room,
Why it gotta be
according to
white?
the report. I don't know. It's what it said there.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything else. The victim started yelling so the other occupants in the home could help her. 4 people, including a juvenile, exited the bedrooms. Come around the corner, the guy was pointing a gun in my face, one of the people said. She didn't want to be identified, but said she was sleeping in the home with her parents and nephew. I turned around and tried to push my mother back in the room, told my dad someone was trying to rob the house, reached for the phone and dialed 911.
Wait, he came to her house and slept with her at her parents' house?
Yes,
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh.
It happens.
Okay.
So then
awkward.
she said she locked herself in the bathroom. She said the woman who Mutchinson had been romantically involved with dated her brother for 7 years, and they have a child together. She was living at the home as well.
It's getting so confusing.
I know. I'm not. A man who lives in the home confronted Mutcherson. Is this the dad? Hoping that he'd leave. But instead, he pistol-whipped the 68-year-old man, deputies said. He fled the residency with the 3 gaming systems and approximately 10 games, officials said. A deputy pulled Mutchinson over as he was driving away from the area because his front headlight was out, according to the affidavit. The deputy, just thought that something was wrong with the car. There was something in his gut to pull it over. He pulled it over. It was our suspect. A child that was in the vehicle with Mutchinson, along with the gaming systems that were reported stolen.
Daddy got you some new games.
Mutchinson of Gainesville said he was at the Ocala home having sex with his side girlfriend, who he called by the wrong name twice. He said he met the woman on the dating site Plenty of Fish, and Monday's encounter was their 3rd or 4th time meeting in person. They'd seen each other that evening, and then later on that evening he came back and did the home invasion robbery. With the juvenile in the back seat of the car, he went inside to commit the robbery. Mutchinson told deputies.
Was the juvenile in the car when he went in to have sex the first time too?
No, only during the robbery.
So he had sex with her. He leaves, picks up his kid in the middle of the night.
Did I miss
to come back for the robbery?
So she said that
I think the robbery was in the day, like the next day or something, wasn't it?
I thought it was the middle of the night.
Oh.
Anyway,
They were all sleeping.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, my
So
bad.
the woman that he was romantically involved with had been dating his brother. Dated her brother for 7 years. I'm so confused.
Wait, okay, she dated her own brother?
It says she said the woman who Mutchinson had been romantically involved with dated her brother for 7 years.
Oh,
the woman
okay,
did.
that's confusing.
Okay.
And they had a child together, which may have been the juvenile in the back seat. I don't know.
This story has gone way too long.
So maybe he had to go and steal the consoles for this kid because he couldn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys get the idea.
Yeah,
404 worthy.
This is like a soap opera of a.
Yeah.
From
like
clickorlando.com.
It's like a seasons of worth of soap opera.
Yeah,
in
I
a
know.
single story.
This is actually part of the plot for the next season of Game of Thrones.
They're taking the game aspect real literally.
Yeah. This is what they've been building up to is these consoles.
Okay, see, those are funny, and I admit it's funny, but we really the woman's the victim here.
Yeah,
so
she's
by
not-
calling
yeah,
it something
she did
like
nothing wrong,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, other than maybe having a bad taste in men.
Yeah.
But
I like rated T for trashy.
That one, that's pretty good. I think
Nintendo Snatch is the one.
I love what God of Atheist set up there. Daddy's going to rent a game for you, son. Stay in the car for 60 seconds. Giggity.
Well, what did you say, Trevor? I don't know that one would be.
I don't think Trevor gets the double entendre.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
Let's not say it again.
Okay.
It is definitely not treating the lady appropriately.
I almost wish I wouldn't have said anything since Trevor had already picked that one.
I didn't know it was. Oh my gosh.
It's already done. You picked it, didn't you?
Nope, it's gone now. I didn't know it was something bad.
What?
It means Gina.
I don't want to know.
I mean, dirty Gina.
I'm so upset at myself for missing what.
All right, so next story was what?
Thank you for keeping us
I
on
have
track.
to find
Jimmy.
a new one.
Was it that one?
No.
No.
That's not it. All right. So this next story comes from OregonLive.com.
Oh, jeez.
Oregon man accused of sexually assaulting chicken. This reminds me of that Adam Sandler song.
Oh my! I'm opening up the story now. A Southern Oregon man was arrested Monday after authorities said he sexually assaulted a chicken. Joshua Woltman, 27, of Medford, remained Tuesday in the Jackson County Jail on $25,000 bail on accusations of sexually assaulting an animal, public indecency, menacing, and second-degree disorderly conduct. Woltman expressed himself and came into contact with the chicken's genitals, prosecutors allege in court documents. He's also accused of threatening another man with sharp sticks in the same incident.
I'm sorry, there is no way that he came in contact with the chicken's genitals.
Why?
Because you can't see them.
You can't see the wind. Can you come in contact with the wind?
Wow, Nathan.
What
Wow,
a weird
Nathan.
argument for you.
That is interesting.
It's ironic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nailed it.
As a former chicken farmer.
Yes, please enlighten us.
You've inspected the
you-
chicken
genitals
numerous times.
I need to know the answer now.
Are not easily defined on the chicken. And most chickens that you have would be female. Otherwise, it would be called a rooster or a cock. In which case, even to see the genitals, you would have to arouse said chicken.
How do you know he did
first? I'm just.
Maybe
he's a chicken.
Maybe he's just
a
out
chicken
there
guy and knows what he's doing.
Then would you argue if the chicken was aroused, it wasn't assault?
There's an argument to be made there. It's not a very good one, but there is an argument to be made.
I love your feet.
I don't know
Oh
what
my.
you're doing, Eric.
It's
love
Adam
your
Sandler.
breasts.
My little chicken. funny.
Love the way you eat
Um,
gravel.
Can I?
To help you
So the Medford police
digest.
sergeant said he didn't have any other details on the case Tuesday. Court records in 2014 guardianship case described Woltman then as functioning at the level of a 7-year-old suffering from bipolar disorder and attention deficit hyperactive
So you're
disorder.
saying he's going to get off on this one? Because of his...
Boo, you suck.
It's been a while.
Because of his disability. What? Because of his
Oh
disability.
yeah, it's funny. It's funny. His disability.
No, his disability's not
It
funny.
actually
How
makes me-
insensitive of you.
No, you're the one that's making the joke about it. Because he went
to
I know
jail.
because he's gonna get off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the charges.
From the charge, not
he
the
already
chicken.
did it from the chicken.
The charges.
Now it's the charges. It's about, past present tense here. Was going to get off from the charges. He already did from the chickens. That is known.
I feel like this was.
These have been some antics.
I don't know.
Yes,
I feel like it took away from the 404 as soon as that last part about him suffering from bipolar disorder and stuff.
I don't know if that
don't know.
excuses chicken loving, but I
No,
don't know.
but I mean it doesn't excuse it. But I'm just saying, like, it feels like it's less 404-y.
Zufo says I call foul.
I guess what I mean is it feels less 404-y and more sad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know that bipolar though, like, forgives.
No, I'm not saying it forgives it. I'm just saying it makes it more sad and less. I don't know. We can keep it.
That's Colonel's new recipe.
Oh, no! That's pretty good. I think you're gonna have to use that one, Trevor.
It's like when they do like a turducken,
Yeah, and you put the duck inside the turducken.
I think that's all we need.
No? Okay. What's this next one all about?
I don't know. You didn't tell me what the headline was.
Oh, sorry. This
is a moment on
this
Twitter.
This one, it says White House priorities revealed in background of Bannon photo. Oh no, they took a photo in front of a whiteboard. Are you serious?
Well, visiting the White House, Rabbi Shmuley took a photo.
I think that's Rabbi.
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 Yeah.
How insensitive. Kyle.
His name is Rabbi.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Rabbi Shmuley. Kyle just called the rabbi Rabbi.
You are one pathetic loser.
While visiting the White House, Rabbi Shmuley
took a picture.
Steve Bannon. Good old Rabbi Shmuley. He's always good for some laughs.
Guys, I messed up there. Rabbi. No, I like it better. Rabbi. Rabbi Shmuley.
Rabbi Shmuley.
He took a photo.
Definitely on thin ice with that one.
Yeah, no, Rabbi Shmuley.
Rabbi Shmuley.
Took a
it
photo.
Can't be different now.
Yeah, he took a photo with Steve Bannon in his office to commemorate the occasion. Also in the picture, a whiteboard with Bannon's plans for the administration.
Oh,
I'm trying to read some of them. Yeah.
The
Pledges
end
on
catch and release.
Okay.
I must not be.
5,000 more Border Patrol agents.
Am I not up to current news and whatnot? I thought that Bannon wasn't in the White House anymore.
I love this one. Build the border wall and eventually make Mexico pay for it.
Yeah, eventually.
Pretty ambitious.
I don't know
We're
what
gonna be right,
guys. I don't know what could go wrong with that.
Eventually.
Right there, Eric.
Finally complete the biometric entry exit visa.
Oh no.
Zufo said Kyle pronounces the E in Popey. Yes. Who doesn't? Isn't that how it's pronounced?
Kyle loves the Popey.
Popey.
In catch and release, what do they have against Pokemon? Thanks, Supo.
Why are you releasing your
How about
Pokemon?
the
There's
ones
all
to
that
the
space
left?
in Bill's PC.
Let's look at the Obamacare ones.
Mutiny
It's
Teddy
all over.
says, "There goes all that radio training we were impressed with yesterday. Out the window with Rabbi Shmuley." Those are harder
I
to read.
apologize for nothing.
Okay. So, anyways, there's some stuff on here that they probably didn't want the world to see just yet. I'm assuming.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of this is stuff that we'd already kind of heard.
Yeah.
I think it's much less
there's
that
a
they
wall.
were national secrets and more so that they're embarrassed about what they wrote.
Yeah.
Was someone's computer talking?
No.
My phone is being weird. Siri, shut up.
Yeah, shut up, Siri.
It won't. It's like locked in.
Siri, shut up. Shut it.
Nice soundboard guy. That's Kyle. Kyle soundboarded himself.
I soundboarded myself.
He
It's
knows
kind of
what
like
he's-
waterboarding.
Yeah.
It's torture.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I deserve it.
Yeah.
All right.
You disgust me.
So did we get? I think we have to just call this one Rabbi Shmuley, but spell it Rabby, just so people pronounce it right.
How do you spell
Oh man.
How do you spell what?
How do you spell his name?
Shmuley.
Right there.
Doesn't matter.
SHMULEY.
Just spell it the way that it sounds.
Rabbi
That's what we're doing with
Rabbi
his first
Shmuley.
name, right?
It's not his first name,
I
Kyle.
understand that. I'm
all right.
Trying to be funny.
Well,
and make fun of
we're gonna get
myself for
reported for
reading stupidly.
anti-Semitism.
Oh, come on. I read it wrong.
Yeah, it was just a mistake. It was just a funny mistake on Kyle. We're not making fun of Jewish people. Jeez.
I feel sorry for him that he's, with Steve Bannon.
We all do. All right. Thanks, everybody, for
All
your
right.
suggestions. Go vote on that poll.
Go vote.
Twitter.com/
Get that poll.
min in a tube tub, actually.
Have an idea?
I didn't know where to turn.
Mail time! You got mail.
You can email us at I want to get it
Okay. It's that time where we read your emails. And
Yes.
your snail mails and your schmooly mails and your rabby mails. All of your mails.
Next week on the Tubcast's 404 Club, Kyle.
Yeah.
Someone clip that and then send
Yeah,
it to us
clip
in
it
an
and send it
email
to us as a
saying it's a
404.
404 request.
No, but yeah, I mean, I think sometimes we focus a little too much on telling you guys to send us stories. Like, I think it would be fun if you'd send us questions or would you
Stories,
rather
things that
or
happen.
stories that happen to you that you want us to read.
Dating advice.
If you need dating advice, like send us those stories.
Or if there's something that we've touched on before and you want us to go back to it.
Yeah, if we've
like-
touched on something that's touched you.
I just saw that God of Atheists.
We're on the doll, Kyle.
Just donated
Another one?
$5 and said, "Hey, Cortana."
Who did?
Who did
that?
God of Atheists.
Oh, thank you.
Another $5. So
that
thank you very
because
much. I
he's-
think it must
was
have
that
happened
him
right when the promo
was he
going.
mocking Jeremy Siri?
Yeah, I think so.
Lord of Lotion has a valuable question. Do you guys post links to this stuff somewhere? I don't know how I got here, and I want to go read some of these things. They will all be up on mininatub.com tomorrow.
Yep. So go to minutub.com. All of our past stories are there, and I always put the links in the show notes. So just go check out minutub.com. Look for this episode, which is 92.
You can find all our stuff there.
Yeah, and we also
Find
do
all the past ones, so go subscribe on
YouTube.
iTunes and YouTube. Go rate us.
Please, youtube.com/minutub. We really need some more subscribers over there. So if you could go
Yes.
help us out, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We didn't get any emails this week, but please send in your emails. We want your questions. We want stuff to discuss at this point in the show. It would be a lot of fun to do.
What would you like
So,
Nathan to do?
I mean-
on camera.
God of Atheists, we're right there. I'm gonna get to your point. That's a very valid point, God of Atheists. And Jeremy,
I appreciate the
Jeremy's
chat
been
so
very,
much.
very behaved.
I was told to stop.
With the, is there
You've
a
done
way?
well, Jeremy.
Well, it was because you were mostly because you were making up levels and
The
different
chat
rewards.
likes
and
me
things.
doing it, but the host and whoever this other guy is told me to stop.
Soundboard Rabbi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. God of Atheists said, "Is there a way I can contribute on a monthly basis to support your stream?" Hell yeah!
Mutiny also says he really liked to have an easy way.
Yeah. So
Jolliver, I think, figured it out.
all right, well, you guys got us there. This is the point of the show where we would like to thank all of our Patreon peeps. These are people that are donating at a $10 or level $10 level or higher. They're considered our co-producers, and they get their names in shiny lights. So we'd like to thank these people very much, and your name can be here too if you want to pledge $10 or higher every month at patreon.com/minintub. We
do also with the $20 level. We talked it over last. We haven't been doing it every month, but we get a shout out. So
you get one shout out a month.
You get a shout out a month. So this week we got God of Atheist, whose shout out is praise be to the spaghetti monster in the sky.
The flying.
Yeah, come on. Oh, my goodness. First it's the Jews.
Rabbi
and now
Kyle
it's-
at it again.
The biggest douche of the universe. In all the galaxies, there's no bigger douche than you.
So anyway,
good night, everybody.
Yeah, no. But yeah, thanks for sending in your shout out. You can get a shout out on the air as long as it's reasonable and not something terrible. We'll read it out once a month at the $20 level or higher. You can donate just $1 and you get our vlog a day early if you do $1. $5 gets you the biggest thing, Lunchcast.
Yeah.
Lunchcast is extra
That's
content.
super special content too.
Yeah, if you guys want to hear us raw and like sometimes annoyed with each other.
Oh my!
You can go to the Lunchcast.
And the topics can go.
The
all
topics
over the
can
place.
go everywhere. And it's much more just kind of chill in some ways because it's more of more intimate, I'd say, because it's like listening to the five of us hang out and eat
and chew
food and talk about whatever. So that's $5 a month. You
harass Trevor or the waitress.
Or the waitress or waiter.
Or at
the
the same
server.
time, the server.
Usually me.
But think about it. It's $5 a month.
waitress, or waiter.
$5 a month for 4 extra podcasts a month. So it's a pretty good deal. Sometimes 5.
Plus, you're helping support us and this show.
To do better things, bigger and
better things, like Comic-Con that we're gonna do. We've got some other things that we're working on here with like our 100th episode coming up soon.
They can also support us with bits, right? That we talked about that earlier.
Bits.
Too.
We're an affiliate.
And if you were in the chat earlier, you noticed that our Patreons also got their monthly payout of Tubbucks. You get 100 Tubbucks per dollar that you donate on Patreon, or at any point with donations. So. I think we covered it.
Yeah, we do. So thank you for your support. We appreciate your support. And be sure to check us out on social media, whether it's Instagram, Snapchat,
If
Facebook.
you just want to talk to us throughout the week, I'm telling you, Twitter is the way to do it because we will talk back to you.
Yep. And Mutiny Teddy says Lunchcast from 3 weeks ago, where Eric wasn't there for 75%, was so good and intellectual, and then he got there and it became fart jokes. LOL.
Which
you know
one
what?
was that?
That was the one where Trevor was there too.
I think that was the Good Friday one.
Good Trevor was there.
No, this is the one where I showed up late.
There
though.
were 2 of them that
Not that I showed up late.
Was
there
that
was
the one
one
where
that
we
you
had Trevor the waiter?
No, there were 2 that you showed up late because there was the one that you had something that held you up at work. And we went to Pepper Jack's.
Yeah, but that wasn't that.
Is that not the one that he was talking about?
No, I think he's talking about the recent one.
Yeah, isn't
okay, that would have been the one that we went to Quaker Steak and
Yeah.
Lube, and we had some
Trevor-
serious like map conversation and stuff. And then
Trevor served us the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, be sure to check out the Lunchcast. I think it's quality stuff for you. Thanks everybody. Thanks for all the new people that followed us tonight. We really appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Like we always. Just a reminder, Lunchcast Mondays, Viaria Tuesdays, Game Streams Wednesdays, and Tubcasts on Thursdays.
And random streams for games whenever
throughout
we do
the
it.
week. Whenever we can do it, we will be there. I'm gonna
Follow us and you'll know.
I'm still gonna do some Yak and Yakuza. We're gonna do that, and I think everybody else has some other stuff they'd like to do as well. So be sure to check all that out.
I just got shut up,
but it didn't go through.
No, technically it didn't because of the IQ.
Oh yeah, it didn't.
First.
So. All right, good night, everybody. It's been a real pleasure.
It has.
I hope to see you all next week.
Save the Tubbucks, God of Atheist. You can get me next time.
Oh, he cheered us.
Cheers!
Why does this never work on the thing? Why do our alerts not work?
We got to get a new system, guys.
I don't understand it.
That was awesome.
We got cheers.
Ah.
We got
didn't
cheers.
show.
It didn't show up. Can I just play the alert just for fun?
Yeah, play it.
Just play it, yeah.
Since we haven't seen that one yet. Stop the music. Stop the music.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Wait, was it because of a minimum?
Oh, I think
that's okay.
There
that's
it is.
Okay.
Oh, you know what it
you
is?
didn't have to do it again.
That's all right. Got
You
it.
can do it another time
If you want. I think we had a minimum set on the thing, and that's probably why
I
it
thought
wasn't.
it was 100 though.
I thought we had it at 100 too, but
No,
maybe
I think we set it at. We set it at
we
50.
set it at 50.
Yeah, so it should have showed it.
Play it again. He
Okay, he
did
did it again. There we go. We gotta get these working. I don't know why they're not working.
Oh, jeez.
He's giving us all kinds of
You're
bits.
just bidding.
He's bitting us up. I'm just gonna keep hitting the test bit.
You want to keep us here.
Okay, anyway.
This is a great way, by the way, to keep the show going all night long.
Yeah. Just keep giving us money, and we'll sit here. We'll sit here till 2 a.m.
By the way, he is one of our favorite YouTubers. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest.
If anyone has any
Joey's
contact
World Tour.
information for Joey's
Yeah.
World Tour, we
We
want
would-
him on the show.
We want to have him as a guest.
Everybody tweet at him, share this clip that we want him
Yeah.
on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Share it, tweet it at him, put it on YouTube or whatever, you know.
All right.
We love it.
We
We love you.
If you like food reviews, check out Joey. All right, everybody. Good night. Sleep tight.
Enjoy your Cinco de Mayo tomorrow.
Yes.
Eat some tacos and burritos.
Cinco de Mayo, and may the
Cinco de Mayo.
May the 4th
I had
be,
tacos
be
today.
with you. Ah, this murder.
Are you gingerly touching tips? Oh no.
Still kind of bright in here. Yeah, how do you shut those off?
It's around the corner.
It's around the corner. Come on, Puba, home one.
On the left.
No, Trevor. Is it
It's by the
closer?
stairs on the left.
Oh, okay.
It's cool.
Why don't you get up front and fight him?
They can't see that. The camera's not gonna. It looks pretty cool in the dark.
It does look cool.
Whoa!
Whoa, jeez.
Yeah, there's. I'll fight you from here.
Put it on the other.
Don't
Put
hit
it on
the
the other
ceiling.
cam.
We already got in trouble for that.
Sorry again. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Okay. Good night, everybody. We're being idiots now.
Bye.
Sleep tight. Wait, I gotta try something real quick though. I gotta go back. I gotta shut it off. Where do I shut it off?